Good morning, Sky Squad. Hope everybody is doing incredibly well out there this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good to see ya. Welcome back to another live stream from the beautiful Bristol Airport this morning. It is a fantastically gorgeous morning out here. It is pretty chilly though, to be fair. After the heat wave that we've had over the past few months, the temperature is starting to drop, but we have a clear morning. The behind the scenes stream will be up and running momentarily. I was actually running a little bit late this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, give me a quick 5 out of 5 there in the chat this morning to let me know if the video feed and the audio feed is looking and sounding good for you all this morning. But there we go, Ryanair out the door. We'll get our flight radar up just a moment. We had 2 Ryanair departures just before I hit go live. And there's 1, 2 there, but Bristol Airport are well and truly coming to life. Couple of delays already here at the airport, but it is an absolutely stunning morning. The sunrise, when it finally greets us, is going to be absolutely sensational. But weather's changing here in the UK. Weather is well and truly changing, my friends. Five out of 5s there in the chat from you all. Good to see you. Lovely to have you here with us this morning. As mentioned, the behind the scenes will be live soon. Just having a little bit of a technical issue with it, to be honest with you. So we shall see how we go with that. I'll quickly troubleshoot in just a moment. But yeah, as mentioned, I was running a few minutes late this morning to leaving home and getting to the airport, and then got stuck behind a driver who obviously is not used to the country roads heading out to Bristol Airport. And yeah, was driving incredibly slow, like 10-15 miles per hour slower than the speed limit of those roads, which was a little bit frustrating, to be honest with you. Good evening, everybody. Good to see you all hanging out there in the chat. I'll catch up in the chat and say a proper hello to you all in just a moment, but I want to continue following out this Ryanair departure that we had, as we've got one other departure lined up on the runway in just a moment, and then make a small adjustment to my camera when I get the opportunity to as well. But our next departure is lined up on runway 09 as we speak. Reverse ops here this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Reverse ops, which is absolutely fantastic on a gorgeously clear morning like this morning. Reverse ops is always a win. All right, guys, give me a moment. We're going to say goodbye to that Ryanair. Our next departure is lined up on runway 09 as we speak, but I want to try and get my behind the scenes stream going. So just give me one moment there, ladies and gentlemen. That Ryanair that we were watching, though, out the door this morning, heading out to Faro. And then our next departure is going to be an EasyJet A320neo out the door off to Ibiza, which, as we can see, has just backtracked up runway 09. But yeah, just give me a moment there, guys. I just want to see if I can get this up and running, the behind the scenes. We should be able to. I'm trying out a new angle, and it's not actually playing 100% ball already with me, so which is kind of annoying. Oh. Okay, so fingers crossed, the behind the scenes stream should be live. Haven't actually set up the extra microphone for the behind the scenes stream, so we will have to wait. We'll have to see what the audio is like for you lovely people. But here we go, next departure lined up on a runway 09, EasyJet A320neo heading out the door to Ibiza. The cow cam is now live, you've got it. The cow cam is now live. Good on you, Telly. Hey, Telly, good to see you. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Keith. Good morning, Sinead. Good morning, Robert. Good morning, Steve M. Good morning, Steve Moore. Good morning, my good friend all the way from Wellington, New Zealand. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you are doing well. Lovely to see you. Here we go. He's jet out the door off to Ibiza this morning. What beautiful scenes. We have been treated for quite a few shows on the bounce now to reverse ops here at Bristol Airport, which is absolutely sensational. I'm not complaining because I love reverse ops at Bristol Airport. We love it for so many reasons. The main reasons being because we get to see these beautiful overhead departures. The arrivals, of course, come in facing the other way. So, of course, come in on runway 09, which is obviously what reverse ops means here at Bristol Airport. Fareed's there in the chat as well. Good morning, Fareed. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, trying out a new angle for the behind the scenes live stream. I may be a little bit close in this particular moment. I'm just having a quick view of it on my phone right now as we speak. But I may be a little bit close to the camera on this particular shot that I'm standing on right now. Steve M saying it's already 27 degrees in Ibiza, so they will feel that when those doors open. Yes, please, mate. I wouldn't mind some of that back, I'm not going to lie. Would not mind some of that warmer weather back. 27 degrees. Telly NZ saying dog walker cam as well on the behind the scenes. Correct. Okay, power set and rolling on our next departure. So let's go over and get eyes on. On our 2E Boeing 737 is our next departure out of Bristol Airport this morning. Once again, everybody, good morning, good morning. Hope you are doing well. So good to see you here this morning, tuning in to Sky Squad TV. Welcome back to another Bristol Airport live stream of our derated takeoff from the Boeing 737 2E. Absolutely gorgeous, eh? What a sound, what a noise. As mentioned, for the behind the scenes live stream, I haven't had the opportunity to plug my extra little microphone system into the phone that runs the behind the scenes. So the microphone at the moment is fully running through the microphone of the phone. So let me know, mods as well, let me know in the mods chat if it kind of is a bit weird, or if I should also plug in the extra microphone system to the behind the scenes phone as well. Let me know what you think. Steve Green, good morning. 140765. Mike, wowzers. Mike, good morning. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. That's a crazy name. Mike, good to see you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here with us this morning. Gorgeous, gorgeous scenes here this morning at Bristol Airport for our reverse ops sunrise show. Sean's trying to multitask and do a couple of things at once here. Right, next departure, we're rolling down the scenes. Man, I'm really not 100% ready for today's stream. I've got things all in the way under my feet and all sorts. Franksy, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Oh, here comes the sunrise. So our TUI that we saw earlier depart was off to Palma, and our EasyJet A320 that we are looking at right now is heading out the door off to Split. Ladies and gentlemen, bear with me just for one moment. I am just going to make a quick change here to the camera just so that I can get some better footage for you lovely people. There we go. A320 EasyJet heading out the door off to Split. Telly, thank you for the message in the mods chat. Next departure, TUI Boeing 737 off to Zakhanov, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Jumper Collins David, good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Franksy, I'm always behaving, buddy. Are you behaving? That's the main question. Are you behaving? That's the main question, my friend. Is always the question. Are you behaving is the question. But good to see you, Franksy. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure is all mine. I host you this morning, my friend. Here we go. Our next TUI Boeing 737 are rolling down runway 09 as we speak. Power set. Telly, thank you. I might plug the main microphone into the behind the scenes stream very shortly. I'm not, as you are well aware, Telly, and you can appreciate, I'm not expecting them both to be fully in sync. Are they usually in sync? Another nice, beautiful D-rated takeoff there from that TUI Boeing 737. Going to get some gorgeous colours now as that sun starts to rise, and it is a beautiful sunrise here this morning at Bristol Airport. When our TUI gets a little bit further away from us, we'll do a bit of a wide angle zoomed out shot for you, and you can see what we're talking about with that gorgeous sunrise this morning here at Bristol Airport in Somerset of the UK. Sally, good morning. Good to see ya. So good to see you all tuning in and waking up on your Sunday. Look at this. Beautiful, eh? Not a bad shot for your Sunday morning here on Sky Squad TV. Sunrise, TUI Boeing 737 climbing out the door this morning on a reverse ops morning off to Zakhanov, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. No idea if I am. I believe I am. I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. So good to see you, Sally. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure is all mine to host you here on another, of course, Sky Squad TV live stream. Hope you are doing incredibly well this morning. Good on you, Telly. Thank you. Do you reckon I need to set up the other microphone, Telly? Or just leave it as it is? Oh, okay. All right, Telly. Good on you. All right. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't try and fix it anyway. All right, here we go. Next departure, rolling down towards us on a runway 09. Good on you, Telly. Thank you, mate. Another TUI Boeing 737 with that derated takeoff there, keeping it super low, looking as if it's going to hit the ILS masts. Wow, I love these reverse ops mornings, eh? I absolutely love these reverse ops mornings. JP Mac, good evening. Well, good morning, good evening to you, brother. Hope you are doing well. So good. Paul's there in the chat too. Good to see you, Paul. Ipso, good morning. Paul saying, hello, Sean. Good to see you back with a stunning sunrise at Bristol. How are you? Hi, everyone. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Mate, I'm doing well. Alex NZ is in the chat as well. Good to see you. JP Mac saying the sun is just about to leave us down here in New Zealand. And there it is, climbing up on the eastern side of the UK, my friend. So good to see you. Pleasure is all mine to have you here this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Should we do another sunrise shot for you? Look at that. with your 2E Boeing 737. Just a dot up there in the top right-hand corner. Once again, cheers, Telly. Appreciate you, buddy. That 2E that we're looking at right now, heading out the door this morning off to Enfidia, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Look at that gorgeous sunrise there this morning, though, eh? Absolutely amazing. Robert, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Trish is in the house. Good to see you, Trish, all the way from Australia. Good to see you. Welcome in. Good afternoon, Sean, from a sunny Brisbane. Good to see you, Trish. Hope you're doing well. Next departure, KLM E175. Heading out the door on our reverse ops morning. Good morning. Hello, mate.
How you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good.
Nice.
Fresh.
Yeah, fresh, eh? It is definitely fresh. Yeah, definitely fresh. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Welcome to Bristol Airport. If you haven't been already. You probably have, eh? Once or twice? Oh, a little bit of a double bubble there in the distance. You can see one flying over to London Heathrow in the top of your screen there. See the vapor trails on the right hand side as our 2E heading out to Enfidia is just cruising along there, cruising along. Paul, yeah, stunning at sunrise this morning. Absolutely beautiful. And the gorgeous thing about Bristol and where we stand up here in the comment is that it is uninterrupted. The views, that is, anyway, with the sunrise and the sunset. Right up here the other night, and the sunset was pretty cool as well. But then on those really moody mornings, of course, as we've seen a few times here on the stream, on the really moody mornings, you get that almost like natural diffusion of the sun when it's quite moist up in the clouds, or the clouds are holding quite a lot of vapor. Looks like we've got a cheeky EasyJet backtracking up runway 09, going to be overtaking the KLM City Hopper to Amsterdam. Keep our eyes to the skies because we've got a couple of guys flying over to Heathrow. Not sure if I'm going to pick this guy up that's flying over us. Where are you? Directly in front of me, I think. Yeah, there it is. Looks like we've got a bit of a heavy there. Maybe it looks like a bit of a Singapore, maybe. Might be a British Airways. Something. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll definitely keep our eyes to the skies on today's stream. It's probably going to be quite easy to see a lot of those heavies coming over from America, finishing off their overnight flights from America into London Heathrow and other areas. Might be lucky enough to see that Lufthansa A340 that flies over as well. That would be cool. Usually from Boston to Frankfurt. Louise, good to see ya. Good morning. Well, good evening to you over there in Australia. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Paul, you can't go wrong with the uninterrupted view, Sean. You can't, mate. Very true. As mentioned, cheeky EasyJet A320neo backtracking up runway 09, getting around those other departures. There is a couple of delays on the departures already this morning. There's a cancellation to one of the EasyJets, so if you're on that plane, unlucky. Steve M saying the vapor trail we saw earlier on when the 2E 737 was departing was at flight level 190, so shows how moist it is up there. And that was a Delta A330 Neo flying over that we were looking at. Surely was. There it is. Yeah, it would have been with that blue, with the blue underbelly. Interesting departure path for that 2E Boeing 737 off to Enfidia that we saw earlier. Banking left and banking right to go up and over Bristol and across Wiltshire in that way. Interesting. Probably because those 1, 2, 3, those 4 heavies going into Heathrow seem to be on the downwind quite early on. So is there a bit of weather over London at the moment? They seem to be coming down a bit earlier than what they usually do. There she goes, beautiful. EasyJet A320neo at the door. Yeah, very interesting. Just looking at those 4 heavies that were flying over to Heathrow, they seem to be lower than what they usually are. when they're on the downwind into Heathrow coming above Bristol, they're usually around anywhere really between 20-25,000 feet, and then make a sharp descent down into Heathrow when they kind of get towards the end of the Wiltshire area. So interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen that departure path. Looks like the Ryanair in front of that did the same thing as well. Mad. Chinook, good morning. Tracy, good morning. Good to see ya. So good to have you all here in the chat with us this morning. And just missed out on a couple of those jewels there. All this new stuff, all these new gifts and jewels from the YouTube algorithm, of course, trying to take on the TikTok vertical live streaming. Good on you. Big shout out to Paul sending in 10 golden jewels there as well. So thank you so much, Paul. Appreciate that, my friend. And the wonderful Tracy sent cheeky for 100 jewels. Okay. I'm still getting used to what these jewels and gifts and that are. So Tracy and Paul, good on you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Big time. Beautiful left bank there for my EasyJet A320 Neo. Our next departure should be the KLM Embraer E175 off to Amsterdam City Hopper service. JD Parvin, where are you from? England. I'm from America. Where are you from? England. Well, first of all, my name's not England, it's Sean. Embraer 175 out the door to Amsterdam. Here we go. Beautiful. Where are you? There you are. Wow, slow climb out for the E175. Slow climb out. Mate, we usually get the golden hour in the evenings. We're getting the golden hour in the morning this morning. This is awesome. Tony Crystal, good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, slow climb out for the Embraer E175. She sounded heavy as well. The E175 usually isn't as loud as that on the climb out. JD, is that a small city or a town? Mate, just to give you some more information, we're streaming this morning from Bristol Airport. Just at the bottom of the city of Bristol. Yes, relatively small city. In the grand scheme of cities in the UK. Like, it's big, but it's not as big as some of them. It's a cool city. Some parts of it, anyway. It's not the nicest of cities, to be honest with you, but it's okay. Old and new, incorrect. We are not streaming from Heathrow. We are streaming from Bristol in Somerset, as they say over here in Somerset, out in the country. Somerset of England. Good to see you. London Heathrow Airport is on a good run. It's about a 2-hour drive away from here. So we are a little while away, but we will see heavies. Might even be able to catch a glimpse of a couple of A380s flying over this morning, heading down to London Heathrow from their overnight flights from America and beyond. Sometimes see the early morning A380s departing London Heathrow flying over Bristol. All right, here we go. Jet 2 out the door, Boeing 737 with that derated takeoff, keeping it low. Palma de Mallorca. Yeah, we love it. We love it when reverse ops is in action this morning. As mentioned at the beginning of the stream, we've been lucky. We've had quite a few streams on the bounce where reverse ops has been our runway of choice for our stream. Paul saying, yeah, I've heard good things about parts of Bristol, Sean. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Carolyn, good morning. Celebrating a membership milestone, 21 months in the captain membership tier. Wowzers, Carolyn. Thank you so much. Saying 21 awesome months with the Sky Squad fam. Carolyn, a massive shout out to you. Good evening to you over there in Australia. Hope you're doing well. 21 months, eh? Sheesh, Carolyn. Thank you so much. That's incredible support. Thank you. Yeah, Steve M, there you go, giving us some awesome information there with the with this SID that they are using today. Essentially, their departure path that they're using today. I thought it was a bit different there, Steve. That's one I haven't seen before here at Bristol. I wonder if that is to do with the fact that that traffic going over to Heathrow is lower than what it tends to be. But Steve, thanks heaps for that information. Excuse me. Cool, looking good on all of that gear. That can quickly go back down there for the time being. Sorry guys, just talking to myself. Here we go, next departure, rolling out the door. Another Jet 2 in the holiday livery, my favourite Jet 2 Boeing 737, heading out to Corfu this morning. What do you got for us, Jet 2, the 737? You got a nice slow derated takeoff, surely do. Look at this. It looks like from our angle they're just going to go slamming into the ILS masts there. Crazy. She's loud this morning off to Corfu. She's loud. Wowzers. Yeah, very nice. So we'll follow this guy out for a few minutes because our next departure, A321neo, is still taxiing down Foxtrot towards the taxiway, of course, to get onto runway 09. Jet 2 in that gorgeous holiday livery. I love it. Still need to get myself a model of one of those. Do we have our Ryanair coming in for the arrival? Not just yet. Oh, concentrate on what you're doing, Shawnee boy. There we go. And he's probably going to hate me for doing this, but big shout out to Dan, who's actually standing right next to me in the flesh right now on the left-hand side. You can't see him. Well, you can if you're watching the behind the scenes, maybe. But Dan is based across the way in Wales. So Dan drove all the way from Wales this morning. For those of you who have a map open and know your UK geography, it's not a massively long drive, but, you know, fair play to Dan. He worked last night, told me that he finished his shift at midnight. Was it? Yeah, fair play to you. Finished his shift at midnight, had a couple of hours sleep, and then drove out to come hang out with us at the airport this morning. Come and check out some of the gear, have a conversation about streaming gear and enjoying the sights and sounds here at Bristol Airport. So yeah, big shout out to Dan. He was in the chat on last week's stream, I think it was, or the stream before that. He might even be there in the chat now, I'm not sure, but yeah. But big shout out to Dan. Madness. Waking up super early in the morning to drive all the way from Wales to come and hang out. Yeah. Crazy. Airline Squad, aka one of our awesome supermods, Hayden, coming in celebrating 20 months in the captain membership tier. Good on ya, Hayden. 4 months until 2 years, mate. Crazy. Mad, eh? Crazy that we've been going for just over 2 years here on the channel, which is pretty cool. So yeah, crazy that some of you are already getting up to that 2 year mark. Of course, it takes a little while to get. Well, it's even harder now because YouTube have changed all of the goal posts for the creators and how quickly you can monetize your channel when you're starting out, which is a shame, actually, to be fair. They changed the goalposts significantly, so it takes even longer now, which is, I don't know if that's a good thing for new people wanting to start out on YouTube and other things like that. But yeah, good on you, Hayden. 20 months, eh? Carolyn doing 21 months as well. Madness. There he is. Dan's in the chat. Good to see you, mate. Paul saying to Dan, dedication there, mate. I like it. Tony saying, I'll be lurking as I have things to prepare for today's event. Yeah, no worries, Tony. You're all good, mate. No trouble at all. Gorgeous right bank there. There's that SID that Steve was telling us about a couple of minutes back in the chat there. So you saw that in the flesh. You followed that all the way out on that SID. Our next departure, EasyJet A321neo. lining up onto a runway 09 reverse ops this morning, heading out to, I can never pronounce that correctly, Preveza? Preveza, who knows? Somewhere cool. Somewhere cool is what I'll say. We have well and truly been franked. Mrs. Christine Frank, our awesome and wonderful supermod, dropping in 5 gifted memberships there this morning. Good on you, Christine. Thank you so much. And then followed by her, I don't know, Franksy, what do we call you? Christine is definitely your better half. You're definitely not Christine's better half. EJ 321 Neo out the door. Kept the landing gear down a couple of seconds longer than usual there, that A321 Neo. And then the legend himself, Mr. Franksy NZ, dropping in another 5 gifted memberships as well, as we like to call it. We've well and truly been franked by the Franks. Good on you guys. Thank you so much for your very generous and ongoing continued support of the channel. Hope you guys are doing well all the way over there in New Zealand. Legends, eh? Legends. Might put my sunnies on in a minute. Sheesh. Thank you so much, guys. 5 memberships apiece. Chinook NZ, it will be harder for new channels. Yeah, it really will, buddy. It will be harder for new channels. Telly NZ saying, I think Dan just went for a drive to get a good coffee. Mate, he definitely has one. He's even got it in his own flask as well. How good. Is that one you brought, or is that one you made at home? Made it home? Yeah, fair play.
Save good coffee till later.
Yeah, fair. Steve M saying, Preveza, that place name I can't pronounce properly, is in Greece. There we go. We're seeing that Sid again, Steve. So thank you so much for your information there. I forgot what the name of it was already, to be honest with you, but we'll probably scroll back a little bit in the chat. Franksy, you do realise that Franksy has feelings, you know, mate. Yeah, I surely do. Maybe Franksy, because I know you and I know your job behind the scenes. Maybe we can call you the Truck King. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't have the same kind of ring to it, but all we know is Christine is your much better half. Steve M, there it is. Steve, I'm gonna pronounce that Yorkie. Yorqi. Yorkie. I'm gonna pronounce it Yorkie. Why not? Just like the Yorkie chocolate bar. I had one of those the other day. Delicious. Salted caramel and pretzel flavour. I was like, that's a new one for me. Mad, eh? Salted caramel pretzel Yorkie. Yum. It was a bit much. Enjoyed the first few bites, and then I got to like chunk number 3 or 4, and I was like, I feel quite sick after this actually. But it wasn't bad. Steve saying, yes, I pronounce it Yorkie too. Good on ya. All right, nothing lined up just yet. EasyJet at the end there. Oh no, sorry, Jet 2. Man, the visibility this morning is fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous. But once again, thank you to the Franksies for dropping in those gifted memberships. Much appreciated, my friends. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you dropping those in. And a massive welcome to all of those new members. You now have access, of course, to the membership emojis there in the chat. You have access to the Sky Squad TV membership Discord server if you so wish. It is behind somewhat of a paywall, that Discord server. There is 1 or 2 publicly accessible channels that anybody can come into, but to enjoy the Discord server to its full, it is behind somewhat of a paywall, which is just your YouTube membership to the Sky Squad TV channel. It just helps to keep any bots and spam accounts and stuff out of there, so it's a nice safe environment for everybody to get involved in. Here we go, Jet 2. Turn and burn, eh? Straight out departure for the Jet 2 Boeing 737. heading out to Kefalonia this morning. Pushing the nose out into that very gentle crosswind already. Not fully centered there, keeping it low. I love it. Look at that D-rated takeoff there. Trying to keep a little bit less wear and tear on the engines. She's heavy. Mate, full noise on those engines, eh? D-rated takeoff, of course, bringing that nose up slowly. Use as much real estate of the runway that they're paying for here at Bristol. Less, of course, wear and tear on the engines. A little bit better fuel economy there on the departure as well. You'll see that quite a lot with the 737s. Ryanair, not so much, of course. Up and out, A to B as quick as you can. But you'll definitely see it with the Jet 2s and, of course, the 2Es as well. Desperate to fly on a 2E 737. I don't know why. I just really want to do it. Yeah? Oh, yeah, fair play. Yeah. Tracy celebrating 7 months in the ground crew and membership tier. Tracy, thank you so much. Loving the membership milestones this morning, everybody. Keep them coming. Next departure, EasyJet A320neo heading out to Gibraltar. But Tracy, thank you so much for 7 months in the membership tier there. Absolutely amazing. Oh, nice. Here it comes. Yeah. Dan showing me on flight radar the Lufthansa A340 is going to be flying over. What's its flight level, Dan? 37. Ooh. Ooh. Unless there's a vapor trail, that's going to be hard to see, man. That's going to be hard to see. Tracy, I'm going to give you one of the little ding-dongs there for you for your 7-month membership milestone there. Thank you so much, Tracy. Tracy, it's been nice to talk to you a little bit more this week, even though through different circumstances, but good to talk. Hope all is well today. Seven months, loving it. And thank you everybody once again for tuning in this morning. Welcome to Sky Squad TV live from our home base of Bristol Airport. If you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen, please do hit the like button on today's live stream. Of course, as you know, as we say every time on our streams, free way for you lovely people to support the channel. And what that also does when you hit the like button is it helps YouTube know that this is a great live stream to be watching, a great community of people to be hanging out with, and so we'll push it out to even more new people as they wake up this morning, load onto their YouTube app or desktop, and it will be show up as a featured live stream for them to come and watch. So if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. It truly does help more than you know. Such a simple action, but what it can achieve through the YouTube algorithm is pretty powerful across any live stream, not just my stream, across all of the live streams that you choose to watch today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. And of course, we are also running the behind the scenes live stream here today as well on Sky Squad TV. If you so wish to see some behind the scenes action, trying a new angle today. I usually have the behind the scenes phone behind me when I'm facing the airport, but caught a glimpse of that like bit of fence panel there, and I was like, I can set a clamp up on there and put my behind the scenes phone on it. So yeah, trying out a new angle as we follow out this beautiful EasyJet A320neo heading out to Gibraltar. Can hear something flying above us. Is that our A340? Because if it's directly above us, you might get a glimpse. Sounds nice, whatever it is. How is it? The sun is in that position at the moment where it's just a big old amount of glare, so you actually find it quite hard to locate anything that's up above you, unless there's like some type of vapor trail. Knack NZ saying behind the scenes, this time we can keep an eye out for the cows. Correct. They're all grazing down there onto our left hand side. Dan, I was actually going to message you this morning to be like, FYI, be careful of the cows, because they can be a bit brave. We've had quite a few interactions over the past few months with the cows that are grazing here in the field. About a week ago, excuse me, about a week ago, I genuinely thought they were going to eat my behind the scenes phone because they were giving it a good old lick. So I had to like take the phone home and sanitize it. I was like, this phone's been licked by a cow. Look at that. The visibility is that good that you can see the EasyJet text on the tail of that EasyJet A320neo departing out to Gibraltar. Sitting pretty at 10,000 feet, and we've still got that much of a clear picture of it. Wow. 251 variant, of course, this particular EasyJet A320neo. Just short of a 2.5 hour flight to Gibraltar. Definitely a couple of delays on our departures this morning. We are usually like chasing the delays out the door here at Bristol at this particular point of the morning, but not so much today. Look at the visibility though, guys. Look at that. That is insanely clear. J-Ro, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Jay, London Heathrow Live. Good to see you, buddy. Mate, awesome stream yesterday from Luton. Gorgeous views at Luton yesterday. I do miss Luton. Maybe the next time I'm back visiting family in the Hertfordshire region, might have to do a Luton stream. But I've said so many times, Luton is kind of like the one spot that I've streamed from before that just all of my technical issues happened. Internet dropouts, streaming device not working, batteries running out. Oh, that reminds me, I need to put a battery on that behind the scenes camera at some point. But look at that. You could even see the left bank of it now too. Wow, beautiful. And that's not even like fully full zoom on my camera there too. That's incredible. The visibility this morning is unreal. Sun's coming up too, warming up the back a little bit, which is nice. But yeah, Jay, good to see you, buddy. Great stream again from Luton yesterday. Tracy, but is that EasyJet a Neo? It surely is, Tracy. Little bit of a running joke there. Is that a Neo? Yeah, J-Ro, good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Frank C, if you were here for, which you wouldn't have been because the time zone for you at that time in the morning in New Zealand, if you were here for our Thursday evening stream, we did a happy birthday for Tracy and also for my dad. They both share the same day. My dad was 65 on Thursday, and Tracy, of course, you know, just turned. Tracy, let's just say that you turned 21, and yeah, we definitely gave them a good old shout out. 17,000 feet just over this EasyJet A320neo that we're following out. Wowzers! I think this is the longest I've been able to follow out any plane out of Bristol. I followed a KLM once before, I think up to about 15,000. Telly, now go get a cow lick at Luton. Jay, correct. Jay saying that Luton's been very kind with the weather lately. It won't last, mate. It surely won't. I woke up this morning, 4:45, and I was like, gosh, it's darker than I thought it was going to be. Tracy, 21 sounds good. I've got you, Tracy. I've got you. Oh, I'm going to lose it behind that. Someone needs to come and take some shears to this hedge. Not me, because I'll get in trouble for doing that from the airport crew. And I quite like my friendship I've got with the airport crew. There we go. Going to say goodbye to that EasyJet A320neo as our next departure. Boeing 737 TUI is rolling down runway 09 as we speak this morning. Heading out to Kefalonia. Another one out the door to Kefalonia. Keeping it low for us as well. Look at that, beautiful landing gear down. Of course, going up now. That was early. Ryanair's on the approach as well in the background. to say goodbye to our TUI because our Ryanair is on the approach, even though Shawnee boy has lost it. There it is. That was terrible. That was a terrible transition there from me. Thought to myself, yeah, I'll smoothly go up and come back down and then be able to catch the Ryanair, and I didn't. Beautiful departure there from that TUI though. But here we go. First arrival of today's live stream. Ryanair coming in from Dublin, and most likely surely is. Operating in the Malta Air Boeing 737. Oh, this is cool. Here we go. Don't often get to see the Malta Air livery. For those of you who are unaware, Malta Air owned and operated by Ryanair. Of course, Ryanair for the most part registered as a business in Malta. Here comes on the approach. Is it the Malta Air livery? It looks like it is. According to Flight Radar, it is. We'll see it when it comes down the end and turn and make its left turn on to taxiway Alpha here at Bristol. What do you reckon? What have they got for us this morning? Whee! There we go. There it is. A little bit of a float there when they started to bring the nose up for the flare. Flare than a float. Definitely the Malta Air livery. Pretty cool. Can see the stripes on the tail. Whoa! Hey! Keep it centered, buddy. Come on now. What are you up to? Mate, hard on the anchors there, that Malta Air Boeing 737. Plane spotting Mike, hello from Liverpool. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Isaac Sullivan, my dad is on the EasyJet to Porto, departing at 6:55, is he? Okay, cool. Malta Air, there it is. I do like that livery. Very nice, very different, of course. Malta Air owned and operated by Ryanair, another arm of the Ryanair empire. Interesting that they're using this particular 737 to do their Dublin-Bristol route this morning. I wonder where it's going on to afterwards. Usually heads back to Dublin from Bristol. So yeah, interesting. Max 8 200 variant. 5 years old in the Malta Air / Ryanair fleet. I do like that livery though. I have to say, I do like the livery. Jay saying it's crazy how dark it is now and setting up for a 6 AM start. I miss summer already. Same. I miss the heat, man. Hey, Seki. Good morning, good evening to you over there in New Zealand. Good to see you, buddy. 4K Aircraft Live saying, hey, Sean, how you doing? Man, I'm doing well. How are you? I see you're back from your few months over in Japan. How was it? I need to catch up on all the streams you did from Japan as well, Seki. But good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Jet2 Boeing 737 off to Skiathos in the holiday livery. 8 years old. This particular one that we're seeing right now on our reverse ops. Going to be keeping it low for us. Very low. Wowzers. A little bit of vapor in the engine there as well on the right-hand side. Beautiful. Yeah, that vapor cloud on the right-hand side of our picture, left-hand engine looked absolutely sensational. And then, of course, the little vapor trails over the top of the wing as they lift the nose up for the rotation. Yeah, we like it. Uploaded a bit of a highlight video, members only highlight video onto the channel. Last week, I think it was, last Saturday morning, was super, a lot of moisture up in the air. And so yeah, had about 4 or 5 departures that when they did a left bank or a right bank on the departure path out of Bristol, mega fluffage. Very cool. There was one particular TUI Boeing 737 just got absolutely covered in it. It looked like a, almost looked like a F-35 fighter jet doing like one of those harsh, one of the harsh banking turns they do where they make that kind of vapor cone that like encapsulates the whole of the plane. It kind of almost looked like that. I was like, yeah, that pilot's flying the wrong plane. But it looked amazing. Seki saying, yeah, mate, awesome. Survived the super strong nor'wester today. Yeah, New Zealand was getting pummeled, with the wind. Wellington, Christchurch, well, the whole of the country by the looks of it. Practicing your tripod yoga, I see. Yeah, mate, surely are. Welcome to reverse ups at Bristol on the centre line position here. As this 737 Jet 2 goes directly in front of the sun, losing it a little bit on the auto focus there. Look at that for a shot. Wow. Very cool. Whoa. Okay, we'll zoom out of that because that's a big old ball of light there. Sun is getting higher and higher, warming us up. All right, what's up and above us? We've got nothing going out for the time being here from Bristol. Our Malta Air 737 just arrived. We'll zoom in and get another little look at that, and then we'll check out Flight Radar for any overheads going towards Heathrow that we can zoom in on. Oh yeah, the British Airways 777. Yeah, there we go. We might be able to locate that in the viewfinder. Is that the Brit? Oh no, that's going that way. Jet 2 coming from, yeah. Edinburgh, Alicante. Where's our 777? Can hear it. Yeah. Oh yeah, real vertical. Yeah, I can. Yeah. I can hear it as well. Sometimes though, like when it's that clear, it is actually really hard. It's actually really hard to locate them.
It's almost invisible, aren't they?
So good. All right. Our Jet 2's gone up there in the haze as well. My eyes have gone a bit funny now, looking up into the sky there. Let my eyes reset. But good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hey, my dad's there in the chat as well. Good to see you, buddy. Saying morning, Mr. T and all Sky Squatters. Good to see you, Dad. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Jet 2, fluffy engines. Yeah, you love it. Come on, give us a A380 or something to fly over. Yeah. EasyJet A320 is our next departure out of Bristol, heading to Porto, and then we've got a couple of planes after that coming behind it as well. But once again, lovely to see you all this morning. Hope you are doing incredibly well. Pleasure is all mine. I host you here this morning on the live stream. If you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen, then please do hit the like button. Isaac Sullivan, good morning. Good to see you. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Struggling with my voice a little bit this morning. Isaac. Ipso is saying, Isaac, your dad is on the move. Here we go, Isaac. Good to see ya. So Isaac's dad is on the move here on this A320 heading out to Porto. A registration EZ71 UK is the one that's showing, of course, on Flight Radar this morning. Franksy there in the chat. Sean, we had a fair bit of wind up here as well, buddy, and it was coming from the direction of my wife's chair. Franksy, steady on, mate. Steady on. What do you reckon? We got a little bit of vapor inside the engines on this rotation, hopefully. Maybe not so much with the 320s. Those engines, of course, located a touch higher on the A320s compared to the 737s. Nice rotation though. Oh, a little touch of vapor inside the engine there. How to do off to Porto. Wow, what a gorgeous departure from that A320 heading out to Porto this morning. William Lynn, good to see ya. Yorkshire Airlines now arriving with the finest amenities. Captain Boycott speaking. We do fly with bald tyres to save on ticket prices. Mate, I love it. That skit is so good. Welcome to Yorkshire Airlines, everybody. Captain Boycott. William, good morning, mate. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Hope you're well. So good. Beautiful departure there from the 320 heading out to Porto this morning. I have to well and truly put my sunnies on in a minute. Darren, good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Robert saying, Franksy, that's the cushion, mate. Especially if it's a leather seat. Another EJ 320 out the door this morning, heading out to Belfast. Definitely, these departures are definitely running a bit late this morning. Which is interesting. Like, I wonder what is causing that. Because there's not much happening out here at Bristol at the moment weather-wise. The weather's pretty perfect, I would say, in my opinion. Of course, I'm no expert weather person or, you know, ATC and the pilots know what they're up to. All right, here we go, EasyJet. A320 are rolling down runway 09, heading out the door to Belfast this morning. For a over the top, up and over, straight out departure. Look at the sun just beaming off of the fuselage of that A320. Gorgeous. She's a bit old, this A320. Hasn't got the shark clip wingtips, just got the triangular wingtip. So you're looking at about a 12, 13-year-old A320 model right there. Departing for Belfast this morning from Bristol. Robert saying the weatherman Josh would know. Yeah. I was hoping that he would have been here in that moment to let me know. Gorgeous departure there once again from the Airbus A320 heading out to Belfast. 214 variant. It's going to make a left bank heading across to Belfast, of course, to the west. Christine Frank, Sky Squad TV for sale. One husband. Yeah, good on ya. Christine, if I was you, I would have put him up for sale long ago. So good, Christine. So good. I love it. I would have put him up for sale long ago, mate. So good. Tracy coming in, dropping in 5 gifted Sky Squad TV memberships. Wowzers, thank you so much, everybody. You're being very generous with the gifted memberships on today's live stream for us. Really do appreciate all of the support throughout the gifted memberships. Tracy, thank you so much for dropping in 5. Been able to welcome in 15 new members already into the Sky Squad TV community this morning via your very generous gift. So thank you, everybody. Trying to see if I can locate that EasyJet. The sun is blazing me out just a little bit there. Don't think I'm going to get eyes back on that A320. The sun destroyed my view. How rude of the sun to be destroying my view this morning. Do you like that Malta Air 737? We do have a fuel tanker right in the way of it though. Jet 2 pushback, EasyJet 320 pushback, another EasyJet 320 on the pushback by the looks of it on the far right hand side there. Our next arrival is usually our Aer Lingus ATR Air Canada 777 flying over somewhere. My eyes are playing tricks on me today. But yeah, next arrival will be, most likely would be our Aer Lingus ATR 72, which it is, due to come in at 7:49. Yeah, what's happening with these departures, man? There's definitely a couple of small delays on some of these departures. A couple still to go out. Yeah, definitely a couple still to go out. Air Canada. Air Canada flying over. But once again, everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. And Tracy, thank you again for your 5 gifted memberships. Give one of those little ding dongs again there in the chat. Appreciate you dropping those in, and welcome once again to all of the lovely new members here on the Sky Squad TV live stream. You now have access, of course, to Plane Spotting Mike got one as well. Good on ya. You now have access to the Sky Squad TV membership emojis, members only content, the Discord server, and other stuff throughout the duration of your membership as well. Here he is, Weatherman Josh. We were just talking about you, mate. Good to see you. Tuning in from Australia. Good to see you, mate. Ipso, yeah, correct. EasyJet's cancelled a couple of flights out of Bristol today, Malaga and Corfu. Yeah, still getting, I think those areas are still getting hit by the weather, eh? The weather was pretty bad over there a couple of days ago. Storms and that rolling through. That A320 is just about to go over your neck of the woods, Dan. For those of you who are unaware, I'm joined today by Dan, who lives in Wales and decided to wake up nice and early after finishing work at midnight to come and hang out with me this morning at Bristol Airport. Did the drive. How long was the drive? Like an hour?
It's supposed to be an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. It's supposed to be an hour. Supposed to be an hour, but hey, you know, you can push it just a little bit at this time in the morning. That's so good. But I'm joined by Dan. So I joined in on one of our streams about a week or so ago, and then sent me a email afterwards to ask a couple of questions about streaming and streaming devices and other things. So he's out here checking out the gear, checking out the planes, having a bit of a morning. We might have a bit of a chat during the pat down or whatever during the stream. But yeah, just coming out, just kind of lurking around in the background to see it all in action, I suppose. Yeah.
Streaming to you, so it sees you, or?
Yes. So I'm running 2 streams. So this is the main stream, so what you've just been watching, and then that's a secondary stream that's on the behind the scenes. So that phone is encoding and doing its own stream. So it's basically doing what this is doing, but just on the phone over there. And then I'm sending that directly to YouTube, as well as sending this to YouTube as well. But this is all, so this is running through the internet that's in the little portable router here. And then that phone is currently connected to this as well. I usually have it connected to the hotspot of my iPhone, but this one that I'm using for the chat and the live view count and stuff, that's connected to the hotspot of my iPhone.
Got you.
Yeah. So then my YOLO box, which is this here, of course, that's encoding the video feed from this. And then all of the overlays and stuff that you see, so like the logo in the top left, the bar down in the bottom, you can come have a look if you like, the bar down the bottom. So all of that stuff you see is all being encoded by this. And so yeah, you load it all in via like the overlays and stuff. So you've got all your overlays there. There's a memory card in there that houses the logo and houses all of the audio and other little bits and pieces. The chat is its own extension, which runs off of Chrome, the Google Chrome browser. But to get it on an Android phone in the way that I'm running it, you had to download a third-party browser, like a Chromium one. And then the Bristol radar that I've got, I don't know if that's actually working, to be honest with you, today, where a little dialer tag comes in to let you know where that particular plane we're looking at. That's all stuff that I've coded myself. And then the bar down the bottom is all stuff I've coded myself. But to get those to work via the internet, I had to create my own server, and then I house it on the server. And so then this, through the internet, is talking to the server that's up in the cloud. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is.
And then to switch across all of the video feeds, so that's the beautiful thing with the YOLO box. To switch across all the video feeds, you've got all of the video feed views and that there. So of course at the moment I'm just on the HDMI one, which is just that camera. But then the picture-in-picture video is the little webcam that I've got there for when I talk to people, and then you can put other different kind of views and stuff over the top of it as well. But it's all handled by that, which is why when I said in the message yesterday, like, you can either go down the line of doing it via like a laptop and having a table and massive battery packs and capture cards and all this other stuff, but like when you get into the thick of it, keeping it as portable as something like this. And literally I finished the show, I picked it up and I just walked to the car, and then I essentially just keep it all on that really. Of course I will pack it down, of course, from time to time, but yeah, and then all of what you see all just fits in the backpack. So yeah,
just allows mobility, just allows ease.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then especially when you especially when you get into it even more, and then you travel around to different airports and stuff, because like I used to fly around to like a couple of different airports, and being able to just have it all in the backpack, which is a hand luggage size bag, and then if I need to pay an extra £20 or something to get the extra weight so I can take it on as like a large cabin bag, then of course I will, because then they won't ask questions, because sometimes the tripod is connected to the straps that are on the bottom of the bag, and they go, oh, that's too big, and I'm like, okay, so if I just take the tripod off and walk on the plane holding that, is that okay? They're like, yeah, okay, cool. So cool, done. Yeah. And then the microphone system that I'm using is this little guy that's attached to my hat. So I went completely wireless. I went fully wireless, because I used to have like the audio mixer and the headset and other things like that, but then yeah, I got kind of annoyed with all of that and all the cables and stuff all getting in the way, and I was tripping over cables and that, so I went completely wireless. And yeah, that's the DJI Mic Mini 2S system, which allows you to connect 4 of these microphones to that one receiver. So when I'm out streaming with other people and I've got guests and other things on, or if I want multiple microphones set up in other areas, then I can just connect them all to that one receiver. So yeah. Next departure, A320 EasyJet heading out to Lisbon. Apologies about the tech talk there, guys, but it was good. Tracy, Speeds tech talk. Mike, Enzo One Aviation, good to see you, buddy. Tuning in from Christchurch, New Zealand. Tech talk is always fun, you know it. Me and Dan will probably do some more of that behind the scenes at some point as well. EasyJet A320 heading out the door to Lisbon. Good morning, everybody. Once again, welcome to Sky Squad TV. So good to have you all joining in with us this morning. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button on today's live stream. Jumper saying the tech talk made much more sense when watching the behind the scenes stream. Yeah, so good. Beautiful takeoff, says Kiwi Aviation. Mate, good to see you. Welcome in. So close to blasting for 100 likes already on today's live stream, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already, then please do hit the like button, especially if you are enjoying these gorgeous reverse ops views today. Oh, Katie, good to see ya. Oh, official weatherman Josh, we didn't actually really have a question. We were just yeah, we were just kind of messing around about the weather. There's a few delays on the departures front, and we were just just kind of, you know, chewing the fat as to why, really. But Katie, good morning, good to see you. Saying good day, Sean, good to be here. Katie, pleasure is all mine to host you. Hope you are well. It's been a while. Lovely to see you. Wolfclaw UK, morning from just up the M5, mate. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. I believe this is your first time here with us, Wolfclaw. Good to see you. If it's not, apologies. Do have quite a few people tuning in, of course, across the shows, but good to see you. Josh Rowland's asking, do you have a scanner or a radio? No, I don't. It's not actually fully legal here in the UK to broadcast ATC communications. I've been thinking about getting myself a scanner, to be honest with you, but if I'm honest, I watch a lot of other live streams, of course. In Australia, it is legal to broadcast ATC. Jet 2, Boeing 737 heading out the door this morning in the .com livery. Of course, in Australia, it is legal to broadcast ATC communications. And my fellow streamers over in Australia do an amazing job at being able to combine that audio of the ATC into their streams. But being completely honest with you, I find it too much. I find it way too much to listen to. With ATC, then commentary, then ambient sound. I talk a lot anyway, of course, as I've just got used to doing that over all of the shows we've done across the 2 years of our channel. But yeah, I find it too distracting. But don't get me wrong, there's been quite a few times where I definitely wish I had a scanner to listen in on to certain aspects of it, but haven't really missed it. The good thing is that there's a lot of people who will tune in and watch on the live streams and let me know what's going on. They might have scanners at home, they might live close enough to the airport to be able to pick up the radio frequency. So yeah, I haven't really missed it, to be honest with you. Wolfclaw saying it is my first time. Josh saying you can just listen on a scanner, definitely worth it, just get your license. Yeah, correct. Maybe I will at some point. It's not something that I'm currently missing, if I'm honest with you. Another element to add in to the workflow that I may or may not need. But yeah, don't get me wrong, it does come in handy at certain times. But yeah, just don't feel like I've always needed to have the scanner. Would be helpful though, especially when there's like a emergency, or there has been a couple of times here at Bristol where the planes will taxi out, excuse me, the planes will taxi out and just sit there on the taxiway for quite a while. So it would be worth in those moments knowing what is happening. A320neo out the door, EasyJet off to Bodrum. I'm going to say that as Bodrum. But yes, of course, for live streaming purposes anyway, it is still illegal to broadcast ATC here in the UK across a live stream environment like this. Of course, we've got a good thing going here, so we don't want to get in trouble with anyone. But yes, maybe it is time and worth me getting the scanner, to even just to have it to listen to. But man, they're expensive. But of course, as a lot of people say to me, it's not just about the scanner, it's about the aerial. The aerial is the main bit. JP, correct. Dubjet are under the EU, of course, based in Southern Ireland, of course, EU. So yeah, rules are a bit different there. Kiwi Aviation saying he's just noticed that Bristol airport code is EGGD. Egged. Pretty funny, eh? It took me quite a few weeks to really kind of realise that, and kind of keep that in mind, that yeah, egged, when you actually kind of look at it like that, is the airport code. All right, here we go. 2E Boeing 737 blasting down runway 09 towards us this morning, off to Heraklion. Another one off to Heraklion. We've had 3 departures. Josh got a little £15 radio, can pick up the airport, etc. Is that when you're here at the airport? Yeah, I'm imagining that's when you're here at the airport, right? Surely the £15 radio isn't going to pick that up long range. Kiwi Aviation, yeah, that was a slightly late rotation, to be fair. Not super late, not as late as I've seen some of them, but late enough to make it exciting. Mike, loving the overhead shot, Sean. Great spot. Good on you, Mike. Thank you so much for the excuse me. Thank you so much for the kind words there. I do love this spot. We've been streaming here now. We've done what, 3 or 4 streams now. Fair play to you, Josh. Muffin Bunny, good to see you. Wow, that's a funny name. Muffin Bunny, good to see you. Yeah, we've done what, three or four streams from this location now at Bristol, and it's always amazing. Those overhead shots are gorgeous, and especially when it's not reverse up, so runway 27 is in action. Excuse me, when the runway 27 is in action, the overhead arrival shots are just something else. They're so low by this particular point that it literally feels like you can just reach up and like touch them. It almost feels quite scary. It feels like you almost have to duck a little bit when they come over you, because they're just so close to you. It's mad. Okay, I really need to put my sunnies on now. There you go, beautiful departure there from the 2E737 heading out to Heraklion. Max 8. We will keep this in view for as long as we possibly can, doing that Yorkie Sid on the departure path out of Bristol this morning. Josh, do you live near the airport then? Yes, somewhat. I live just on the outskirts of Bath. In the morning, half an hour drive for me to get to the airport. Tymo, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in today. Thank everybody for helping us blast through 100 likes on today's live stream. Very much appreciated. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Keep them coming. If you are enjoying today's show, then please do hit the like button, and also consider subscribing as well if you want to. Get your notifications turned on. We've got a couple of live streams coming up for you over next week. We'll be live streaming again Wednesday evening. Is our next... Oh, Sean's lost the TUI. Mate. Yeah, we'll be streaming again on a Wednesday evening from the rooftop of the Lowellsgate House building here at the airport as part of the Summer Plane Spotter evening events at Bristol Airport in collaboration with Bristol Airport and Fresh Aviation. Tickets for the August event are sold out already. The last one, all going well with the weather, the last one for the summer is happening in September. Fresh Aviation. .co.uk is the website that you need, and then you'll be able to check out and also become part of the Bristol Plane Spotters Facebook group, and you'll be able to see notifications from the guys that run the Fresh Aviation crew, and they will post up there, of course, when they are next going to be doing the Plane Spotters event. I'll post a link in the chat in just a moment, but here we go. Jet 2 holiday livery Boeing 737 coming at us, keeping it low. Yeah, Wednesday 26th of August from 5:30 p.m. UK time, of course, so not super time zone friendly for our fellow Australian and New Zealand viewers, but 5:30 till 7:30, 2-hour plane spotting event on the rooftop of the Lowellsgate House building. Wowzers, that is going straight directly into the sun, so see you later. Don't want to burn the internals of my camera there. But yeah, Wednesday 26th of August, a rooftop event, Lowellsgate House building. Big shout out to my friends at Bristol Airport for allowing me to live stream again from there. It's a high security area, so very much appreciate them allowing me to get up there and do a live stream, and also allowing me permission to get in early before the event actually starts to secure that perfect corner spot right up on the rooftop. Who knows? Hopefully we might have reverse ops that day as well. Every time we've been on the rooftop, it is a runway 27. But the cool thing about the rooftop event is that all of the money raised via ticket sales and donations on the night get donated to the wonderful Southwest Children's Hospice charity. But yeah, the next one is going to be happening sometime in September, and that's going to be the last one of the summer season. Kiwi Aviation, correct. That Malta Air is operating for Ryanair. Operated their Dublin to Bristol route this morning, and I believe it's going to be going back to Dublin momentarily. I'm just trying to find I did have it open on my phone. Here it is. Oh, sorry, bristolairportspotting.co.uk is the website that you need. I'm just going to put a link in the chat for you, lovely people, so you can check it out. So if you're in the Bristol area, Somerset area, Wiltshire as well, and you want to come along to the next rooftop plane spotting event, which is the last one of the summer season, sometime in September, then get this website bookmarked onto your phone, your computer, wherever it is, and keep an eye out for when the next set of tickets will go live. £10 a ticket for an adult. Children under 16 go free, and as mentioned, all of the money from ticket sales and from donations on the night during the week go to the Children's Hospice Southwest charity. So great charity to raise money for, and also awesome that Bristol Airport will do something like that. There's not many airports around the country and or around the world that will open up somewhat of a high security airport staff building and allow you to actually go up and stand up there and enjoy the views. Oh, there's a hot air balloon over there in the distance. Just see the outline of it underneath the sun. Pretty cool. So yeah, big shout out to the Bristol Airport crew. Access Productions, the sun is out in Bristol, correct. Bay 337, is it Qantas? No. EasyJet. It's definitely not Qantas. Qantas do not fly in and out of Bristol. They are, well, they fly in and out of London Heathrow, of course, but Bristol Airport is in no way, shape or form able to cater for, well, they'll be able to cater for their 737s, but who wants to fly from Australia to Bristol on a 737? Cool, no thanks. Essentially on a Ryanair plane from Australia to Bristol. God. No, I can't even imagine. I can if it was like a privately owned one and it was like a luxury one, you know, or like you owns the 737 and then you could turn it into the best 737 that you will ever own or that money will buy. I do know, of course, WestJet. Who's that? Where's that? I do know, of course, WestJet fly their 737 from Toronto to Cardiff. Even still, we've had a few chats about that on the live stream as well. I don't know if I'd want to sit. That's a 7.5 hour flight, I think it is. WestJet, Toronto to Cardiff. And yeah, I don't know if I'd want to sit on a 737 for that long. There is a business class option on it, but even still, I don't think the business class option is going to be that good. Access Productions, Matt, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Wolfclaw UK saying, not yet anyway. Hopefully Bristol will get the all clear to expand. Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed they'll get the all clear to expand, which means the runway that we're currently looking at right now will expand out to where we are currently standing. So they'll have to build somewhat of a bridge on that road that runs just on the other side of the ILS masts that we're looking at right now. They'll have to build the runway will run over the top of that road. So they'll either have to drop the road down a little bit to, of course, cater for all the trucks and the lorries and other things like that. So yeah. Some parts of the airport is already being expanded, of course. There's quite a bit of work happening on the inside of the terminal. There's new retail outlets, new restaurants happening in the new part of the terminal that has already been built and expanded. But obviously, yeah, there's a lot of protests at the moment against Bristol Airport expanding. Ironically, down from your neck of the woods as well, to be fair, mate, from Wales, from Cardiff, guys. Yeah. It's a cool airport though.
It's got a longer runway.
Yeah, it does, eh? Yeah.
And it's just a matter of time. They've got a plan.
Yeah.
That runs up until 2030, 2040.
Right.
So WestJet was the first integration.
Yeah.
And they've put another TUI aircraft there.
Right.
They're in talks.
Yeah, okay.
But it's a long-term plan.
Yeah, okay.
Because Cardiff Airport used to be owned by a Spanish company, TBI.
Oh, okay. Right.
And then the Welsh government have owned it.
Yeah.
But although they own it, they don't want anything. It's like, right, okay, we'll put a business manager involved, a CEO
Yeah.
involved it. You look after it, you develop it. So that's
Yeah.
what they've done. So it's a
Okay.
15-year plan ahead of it. So
Nice.
that's what they're trying to do.
Okay.
And they have recently invested with the terminal.
Yeah, okay.
So it's on the up. And
Yeah.
It's long overdue.
It's getting there. Yeah. It's definitely getting there. Massive shout out to Francis Waite, celebrating 17 months in the captain and membership tier. Francis, thank you so much, my friend, saying, yo, 17 months of Sky Squad TV. Cheers, Sean. Mate, Francis, cheers to you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Nice bit of vapour in the engines there on that 320. Our previous EasyJet A320 was heading out to Skiathos this morning. It'll be interesting to see what Cardiff do though, Dan, because it'll be interesting to see how well Bristol and Cardiff kind of work together. I know, of course, there's been a long history of like, well, not both airports not liking each other. You know, that's quite like a, yeah, that's quite a heavy thing to say, but.
Well, the argument is with the locals as well in the time. So I can get
Fair.
Bristol quicker than I can to Cardiff.
Can you really? Wowzers. Yeah, because I have to say, I didn't actually realise how far outside of Cardiff the airport actually is.
Yeah, it's Cardiff
And
Airport, which is based in Barry.
yeah, yeah. So not Cardiff at all.
It couldn't be any further away if it tried.
Yeah.
But the access roads have been changed as well. So the local areas have been redeveloped in terms of roads, the networking roads off the M4.
Yeah.
They've been heavily developed, so they're more streamlined.
Yeah.
The rail network has been improved as well.
Yeah.
It was let to go. I mean, I remember in the 90s we had the likes of going down memory lane here.
Yeah.
Britannia.
Oh, yeah. Monarch.
Monarch.
Yeah.
My Travel.
Yeah, My Travel. Cool, that's a blast on the past.
There's another blast on the past coming up. Air Tours.
Yeah, Air Tours as well. Yeah, gosh, yeah, okay. Wow, massive, eh?
So they were all big contenders. I mean, at one point there were DC-10s operating out.
Was there really?
Yeah.
No way. DC-10s going out of Cardiff?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're a bit of a funny story, actually, with big aircraft operating out of Cardiff. There used to be a company, Canadian airline called Zoom.
Yeah.
I remember you could watch them take off in the 767s.
Yeah.
E-tops.
Yeah.
And pretty much watch the main wheels just clip the gantry lights at the bottom.
No way.
So yeah.
That's crazy.
So they do it.
Yeah.
But,
That's mad.
Cardiff Airport can do it.
Yeah.
It has the capabilities. It just needs that. You know, your core airlines. You know, your TUIs.
Of course it does. Yeah. Of course it
now
does.
You know, Jet2.
Yeah.
And so on. So
Yeah.
forth.
True. Yeah, it will be interesting to see. It will be interesting to see if EasyJet take up Cardiff, because EasyJet have got such a big base here. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they head over to Cardiff and see if they can make it work. Because EasyJet have just pulled out of Leeds, and they've pulled out of a few other airports as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they send a few over to Cardiff. Jet 2 heading out to Alicante. Beautiful sound there from the Jet 2 holiday livery heading out to Alicante, Boeing 737. But yeah, we'll definitely be interested to see if EasyJet send a few planes out to Cardiff. Wow, that sun is just like directly in the wrong spot, and I think it's going to be there for most of the morning as well. Are we gonna? Nah, I don't even think. Not even gonna get another shot of that Boeing 737. But we've all been enjoying that gorgeous Malta air. It should be going out very soon. Actually, I just want to make sure. I think I've missed a few other little bits and pieces here in the chat too. Oh yeah, here we go. Christine Frank celebrating 20 months in the ground crew membership tier. One of our awesome supermods saying, great time here. I love your work, Sean. Hey, Christine, I love your work as well as one of our awesome supermods. Keeping everybody safe in the chat there. Good interactions, good chat to everyone as well. So thank you, Christine, all the way over there in New Zealand, keeping it live with us too. So you're getting on there, which is amazing. So thank you. And Francis as well, celebrating 17 months in the captain tier. Amazing stuff. Just catching up in the chat. Just catching up in the chat real quick. Wolfclaw saying I'll be having my first ever flight in October. Flying from Bristol into Lepa, L-E-P-A. Mate, awesome. Congrats on your first ever flight. Wow. Francis talking about football. Hey, Robert, some upset results in the English Premier League. Man United and Spurs got beaten. Yeah, mad, eh? A320 EasyJet rolling down runway 09 heading out to Geneva. Spurs getting beaten by Brentford as well. I think it was like 3-0 at like half time or something like that. Crazy. I saw those results. Beautiful A320 heading out the door to Geneva. Oh, where'd you go? Lost it, there it is. Oh, this one's like on the other side of the sun, so we might be able to keep it in our shot for a little bit longer. We will too. Just going up and above the sun. Sun's staying quite low for us this morning. Beautiful, look at that, love it. Jackie Lawrence, good morning, good to see ya. A wolf claw, I wouldn't say travel bug, more like under the thumb. Good on ya. Mate, you will definitely get the travel bug. Enzo1 Aviation saying, back in the day, in the late 90s, Air New Zealand leased a 747-200 to Air Tours. A registration ZKNZZ, I think it was. Good on you, Mike. Awesome information there. Did they really? Leased a 747. Yeah, those 747s didn't hang around for too long with Air New Zealand. Which was a shame. I saw a bit of a blast on the past picture of the Air New Zealand Boeing 747 in the Middle Earth livery, which was at London Heathrow when they used to fly into London Heathrow. Looks super cool. And the stat was that particular livery. Yeah, nice. Yeah, look at that. How good.
That was cool.
Yeah, it's got the old school New Zealand stripes on it as well. That looks nice. So cool.
Good call.
Yeah. Yeah, I read a stat that the Middle Earth livery, because it was all just a big sticker. The Middle Earth livery sticker weighed like 60 kgs or something. So yeah, crazy. My mum's there in the chat. Good morning, mum. Good to see ya. George Patterson, long time no see, mate. Saying hi from Christchurch, New Zealand. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Tracy saying the even funny thing with the Hull/United game was the Tannoy announcement saying all trains to Manchester have been cancelled. Wowzers. Sounds about right. George Patterson, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. JP Mac saying to Muffin Bunny that they should pop over to Bristol next month. Sean would love to see you. Always keen to meet viewers. Always keen to meet viewers. But yeah, good morning, Mum. Good to see you. Coming in with the good morning honey. Oh, Mum. Mum. Mum, I'm 33. Come on.
Mum's got a job.
Good morning, honey. Mum. Oh, here comes our Aer Lingus ATR 72-600. Here we go. George Patterson asking, what's the longest international flight to Bristol? Mate, good question. Got to be somewhere from Greece. Can you call that international? Yeah, you can, obviously, because you're going overseas. But yeah, it's got to be one of the flights from Greece, the Greek islands. Oh, actually, hold the phone. Pegasus Airlines flies into Bristol every now and then, a couple of days a week. And they fly to Istanbul, I want to say. Or is it Budapest? Oh, I can't 100% remember now. One of the two. Anyway, here we go. Aer Lingus ATR 72-600 on the way in. My favourite turboprop. Look at that. Gorgeous landing. Whoa, actually, spoke too soon. This is a go-around. This is 100% a go-around. Surely. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, fair play. Wow, I thought that was going to be a go-around there. Whoa, they were so far off the centre line. They touched down and it was almost like a bit of like wind shear or something. Obviously, if it was a wind shear, that most of the time goes straight into a go-around situation. But, wow, they got well and truly pushed off the centre line there. And then almost kind of like floated back up. Wowzers. Cliff saying he's flying to Egypt next year from Bristol. Yeah, surely that's got to be one of the longest flights from Bristol. I don't actually know, George. That's a great question, my friend. There's quite, like, the vast majority of flights. Wolfclaw saying it's Cape Verde from Bristol for the longest. Yeah, okay. How long's that? 3.5 hours? Is it 5 hours, is it really? No way. Gosh, okay. With Jet2? TUI. Is it really 5 hours?
5 hours 45.
Wow, Dan, behind the scenes, letting us know the Cape Verde TUI flight is 5 hours and 45 minutes. No way, that's mad. Okay, cool.
That'd be interesting to watch that take off.
Yeah, same actually. Yeah, that'll be loud, eh? Wolfclaw saying 2,638 miles or 4,245 kilometers to Cape Verde. 5 hours. There we go. Wowzers. I did not know that. I suppose I'm not out here when that one comes and goes.
7.3. Can you imagine anything worse?
Oh, man. No thanks. On a TUI one as well. You'll be packed in there. That'll be like a Ryanair. Like a package holiday. Hey, Glenn Martin, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Celebrating 21 months in the co-pilot tier. Glenn, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Tuning in, of course, from New Zealand. Long-term supporter and friend of the channel, Glenn. A pleasure is all mine to see you. Ryanair 737 heading out to a Bydgoszcz this morning. A few more elements in the chat to catch up on. Look at the vapour in that engine on the left-hand side. Yeah. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to Dan, George, and Steve in the chat. Wolfclaw in the chat. I've learned something new today. Longest flight from Bristol Airport is to Cape Verde. 5 hours and 45 minutes. Wow. That is a long flight from Bristol. I did not know that was I did not know that was the longest flight from Bristol, but now I do. There we go. So thank you, guys. Learned something new today. A little bit of trivia there for you. We'll bank that one. Jumper Collins David, how was that not a go-around? I know. To be fair, ATR 72-600 on a 2,000 meter runway strip, they still had quite a decent bit of time there. They did land down where they needed to land. But yeah, fair play. I thought that was going to be a go-around. But hey, big shout out to the Aer Lingus ATR 72-600 pilots for keeping that beautiful turboprop where it needed to be, keeping all those passengers safe. Yeah, here we go. Steve M coming in with a little bit more information there a little bit earlier on in the chat. Saying the furthest direct non-stop flight from Bristol Airport is to Sal, Cape Verde. This route spans roughly 2,638 miles, takes about 5 hours and 55 minutes, and is operated by TUI. Steve, good on ya. Things you know, eh? The things you know. Kiwi Aviation earlier on in the chat asking, is there good crosswinds at Bristol? Yeah. When the weather hits Bristol, 622 feet above sea level, when the weather hits Bristol and comes ripping through that channel across Bristol itself, across the airport terminal, man, you get some good weather. Unfortunately, though, it can shut the airport down. Of course, when it is not reverse ops, for those of you who like to geek out on this stuff as well, 2 seconds. Easy A320 Neo. When it's not reverse ops and runway 27 is in operation, the ILS approach is category 3, so the highest you can get on the ILS approach, which allows planes, well, yeah, allows is probably a bit of a strong word, helps, massively helps guide these beautiful 320s, 737s into Bristol during bad weather, low visibility as well. Category 3 ILS approach. Of course, doesn't help the turboprops and the smaller props because they don't have ILS systems inside of the cockpit there to help them come in. So if there's any turboprops and they can't get in, they genuinely won't. But yeah, it gives the pilots the confidence through the auto land features of their cockpits to try and give it a go here in Bristol in bad weather and low visibility. George Patterson, does Bristol have a British Airways lounge? No, no British Airways flights fly in and out of Bristol. The main airlines that you'll see here, George, is Jet2, TUI, EasyJet, KLM, Ryanair, Aer Lingus, Logan Air as well. And a few charter airlines will come and go from here too. Quite a few private jets come and go as well. Of course, Glastonbury Festival was not on this year. Was it Glastonbury? Yeah. Glastonbury Festival was not on this year. So when Glastonbury Festival is on, Bristol Airport is the main airport that's used by the vast majority of the private jets that come and go, because obviously it's the closest location, closest airport to the festival for them. Carol Nurse, good morning. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here with us this morning. Thank you for joining in. And big shout out to all of you who are hitting that reaction button in the bottom right hand corner of the chat there. I see ya. A320 is the one we're looking at right now. EasyJet heading out to Palma. Francis Wait is back in the door. Is Jet2 just like Jetstar but for the UK? Yeah, I would say... Yeah, Jet2 is kind of like Jetstar. A better service from the Jet2 guys compared to Jetstar, even though Jetstar in Australia and New Zealand is definitely getting there. Owned by Qantas, of course. But yeah, I would say I would probably actually compare Jetstar in Australia and New Zealand more to Ryanair, to be honest with you. Jet2 is actually a bit more of a premium airline compared to Jetstar. Bye-bye. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Great to have you here. And apologies if I've missed anyone in the chat. We're moving nicely in the chat. You guys are keeping me nicely entertained there this morning. So keep the good chats coming. Keep the questions coming as well. Beautiful departure from that 320. Guys, give me a moment. My hotspot on my phone has dropped, so I just need to reset that. Has all of my internet dropped? Definitely looked like we just had a network tower switch over. Guys, bear with me just for one moment. My hotspot has dropped on my phone, which means the behind the scenes has dropped as well. So just give me a moment. I'll just do some reset. The mainstream looks all good. Mods, can you let me know real quick if the mainstream looks all right? Is that still going? Haven't run out of data, have I? Mainstream still up. Okay, cool. Thanks, Telly. Good on ya. All right, guys, bear with me one moment. We'll capture this departure. Looks like it's probably come back, so just give me a moment, and hopefully that behind the scenes will bring itself back up again. But here we go. Next EasyJet out the door. Lovely departure there from the EasyJet A320. Cheers, Telly. Good on ya. BTS is back. We are all coming back. So coming back to me. All right, guys, bear with me just for one moment. It's got to troubleshoot my other phone. The joys of live streaming, eh? The main thing is the mainstream is all good. Our multi-air is not moving as quickly as I thought it was going to be. Getting out the door. Okay, so we're good there. We're good there. That's fine. It's just my secondary phone for the chat is taking a little bit of extra time to connect itself back to my hotspot. So what I might do... Good on you, Telly. Back to the cooking. Alright, cool. The main thing is, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking good on the main live stream, which is the main thing. There's our multi-air being pushed back now as we speak. I'll just try and troubleshoot my chat. If I can't, then that's okay. I can just monitor the chat on the other phone for the time being. Oh, first time in a long while I've had a decent internet drop out of Bristol. I only run one SIM card really at Bristol. I don't run any of the others that I have. And I don't run any of the network bonding. The mainstream's looking nice and steady, which is fantastic. But yeah, my other phone just doesn't want to seem to connect back to it, even though the Wi-Fi is connected. It looks like it might be a little bit of a crash on that extension there. Alright, so our next departure, good to know that the behind the scenes is back up and running. We'll just quickly double check that on my end as well. Steve M saying, was just sat outside watching these jets fly over the house against a clear blue sky with a coffee. Perfect day for it, although a little chilly after the recent weather. Correct. All right, A320neo blasting out from Bristol this morning, runway 09, heading out to Verona. There we go, chat's back up and running. It is an absolutely gorgeous morning out here today. Beautiful shot of the landing gear going up there as well. Fantastic. Well, I can almost see a little bit of the sunshine that was just going through the engines there. You can see like the fan blades spinning a little bit, where it's chopping up the light going through. Amazing. George Patterson, there is a couple of air bridges to the planes, yeah, but for the vast majority of the planes here at Bristol, they are on the remote stand, so passengers get bussed from the terminals to the planes. Very kind of old school. Very old school style. It still happens quite a bit at quite a few of the English-based airports. Bus gates are still very much active. Quite a few bus gates at Luton as well, to be honest with you. But yeah, there's only, gosh, I don't know 100% number, but yeah, there's only essentially like a handful of gates that have the jet bridges attached to them. All right, cool, back in action. All right, EasyJet rolling down runway 09. Oh, my nose is cold. Wowzers. First time in a while I've actually felt quite cold at the airport. All right, EasyJet A320neo heading out to Tenerife this morning. Rolling down runway 09 as we speak. Reverse ops action here, of course. And thank you everybody for helping us blast through 150 likes on today's live stream. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Can we blast through 200? It's so good to see so many new faces here in the chat as well. If you are enjoying the show, then please do hit the like button and please do consider subscribing. And if you wish to help support the channel out, then you can do by becoming a member of the Sky Squad TV community. If you so wish to do that, then that will be an incredible amount of support as well. All those funds go straight back into the channel to the upkeep of the technology, getting us around to different airports. All go straight back into the channel. Hannah, good morning. Zaphood, good morning to you. Well, good evening to you over there in Wellington, New Zealand. But Hannah and Frankie, good morning from just down the road. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've had a great weekend so far. Telly 2 Sheep, good to see ya. Been a while. Celebrating 21 months in the co-pilot membership tier. Wow, that long already. Love your work. Cheers. Good to see ya. Welcome in. Been a while. But yeah, Hannah, good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. As we say goodbye to that departure, we've got our... Where's our Malta Air? Is that up the end there? Yeah, I think it is. Jet2 holiday livery taxiing out. I know, Malta Air just beginning its taxi now as we speak. Rob Mansell, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hello from El Paso, Texas. 12:58 a.m. here, 1 a.m. in the morning. Wowzers. Hey, good to see ya. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really do appreciate you being here. Philip, good morning from Phil and Kath in sunny Stoke. Good to see you, Phil and Kath. Good morning. Pleasure's all mine to host you here on a lovely Sunday morning at Bristol Airport. Hope you're doing well. Hannah saying we're good, thank you. Has it been a busy morning at the airport? It has been, actually, to be fair. A couple of delays. A few EasyJets have been cancelled. Not 100% sure why they have been cancelled. But yes, we are doing well this end, Hannah. And yeah, it's been a nice busy morning at the airport. As our Malta Air taxis down taxiway Foxtrot, heading up to the taxiway to line up onto runway 09 this morning for its departure. But of course, the Jet2 holiday livery is in front, and Bristol Airport is pretty much cleared out. Look, how many we've got? We've got 1, 2 EasyJet 320s. The Aer Lingus ATR is up there in the background somewhere. There might be a couple of little cheeky ones hiding around the back, around the other side of the terminal building that we can't see just yet. But Bristol Airport is near enough cleared out. We do have a bit of a lull period coming up for about 20 minutes or so. And of course, for those of you who have recently just joined into the show, during our morning live streams, we're out here to about 9:30 in the morning. Of course, all dependent on how many arrivals and departures we have at that time of day. Bear with me for one moment, guys. Just making a quick adjustment to a placement in the background, so I can come over and finally say hello to you guys. Show my face. We've been busy with the departures, so we'll come over and say hello to you guys in just a moment. Rob Mansell is saying that I work there at the airport. Do ya? Wowzers, guys. Glenn Martin, the legend that he is, dropping in 5 Sky Squad TV gifted memberships. Even more new members being welcomed into the Sky Squad TV community. Glenn, thank you so much, my friend. That's incredible support, dropping in 5 gifted memberships. Massive welcome to all of those new members. If you are here in the chat, then please do, of course, come back in and say a massive thank you to Glenn Martin for gifting you a membership. Paul dropping in a gold coin there as well as part of the new YouTube gifts. And Francis Wade dropping in a whopping 10 gifted memberships here on the live stream. Welcoming in another 10 new members to the Sky Squad TV membership tiers. Francis, thank you so much, my friend. That's incredible support. Francis and Glenn, do really appreciate you guys dropping those in. It's amazing. Paul Lawrence, good morning, Sean, Mods, and everyone else. Good to see ya. Isaac Plays Roblox has said hi, good to see you. Hannah saying, Frankie just thought that was very funny, you saying there might be a cheeky one hiding. Might be a cheeky one hiding and lurking somewhere, eh? All right, next departure, EasyJet. Jet2, Boeing 737 in the holiday livery, heading out to Preveza. Once again, Preveza. 2 flights this morning heading out today. We've had 3 go to Heraklion. Of course, during the summer schedule here at Bristol, the Greek islands, of course, is a very busy one. Whoa, keeping it low for us, the 737. That derated takeoff there, beautiful. Wow, she was loud. Mate, she was loud and low. Yes. That is one heavy Boeing 737, baby. She was loud and low, man. Using as much real estate of that runway as possible. Telly, welcome to Bristol. The runway is downhill when it is 09 operations. It's not an illusion at all. 622 feet above sea level. And the airport is well and truly built on some rolling hills and some rolling countryside here in Somerset. Oh wow, what a gorgeous departure, right? That was amazing. Oh, so good. Love those ones when they're that close to you, that overhead as well. Beautiful departure there from the Jet 2. Next one lined up on the runway, our Malta Air. We don't want to miss the Malta Air, to be fair. Ooh, steady on. What was that? Tripping over a stick. As you do. Yeah, we don't want to miss the Malta Air, Boeing 737. Here we go. Blasting down runway 09, heading back out to Dublin. So this Malta Air Boeing 737, which of course Malta Air owned by Ryanair, must just be doing the Dublin to Bristol route all day today. It might go elsewhere, of course, when it gets back to Dublin. This Malta Air doing a derated departure as well. Loving the red under the belly there. Very nice takeoff from Malta Air, heading back out to Dublin. Of course, looks very different, the livery on the outside, but on the inside of that Boeing 737, as mentioned, Malta Air owned by Ryanair, the inside of that 737 looks the exact same to any other Ryanair Boeing 737. The seats are blue, the tops of them are yellow as well, so the typical Ryanair colours, of course. Ipso, it's off to Barcelona when it gets to Dublin. Okay, cool. So it's not doing the Bristol. It's not doing the Bristol to Dublin route all day today. Oh, Michelle's there in the chat as well. Michelle, sorry if I missed you earlier on, but good to see you. I think I did miss you earlier on, to be honest with you, Michelle. So apologies about that. Francis, as I found out, Sean, that Bristol was 622 feet above sea level when I climbed up the hill to Felton Common that day. It was so hot, mate. Honestly, that day you were here from Australia was unbelievably hot. It was like, I think on that particular day in Bristol anyway, it got to like 35 degrees or something. It was unbelievable. Robert asking, as a guesstimate, how high would those bellies be above your head, feet wise? That's some pretty close-ups. Do you know what? Good question. I would say, gosh, they've only really just rotated, so I don't know, like just about to break through what, 300 feet maybe a little lower. But yeah, my guesstimate would be anywhere between like 250 to 350 feet, I would say. Yeah. Ooh, keep it steady, Sean. There it is. Banks left pretty early, the Malta Air, heading over across to Dublin. But yeah, Robert, pretty close. Yeah, pretty close. Nicholas Hall, good morning to you from Melksham, Wiltshire. Mate, good on ya. Good to see ya. I was close to Melksham yesterday. We were hanging out in the Corsham and the Laycock area of Wiltshire yesterday. Visited a beautiful pub called the Rising Sun Pub in Laycock. Gorgeous. Tracy, just seeing your message. Yeah, fair play. Look at that Malta Air heading out to Dublin. Beautiful. George, can an A380 land here? No. No way, shape or form. It would be... Mate, if it did, gosh, man, fair play. That thing would have to be light. No passengers, no cargo, no nothing on that. But no, there's no way on earth. No way on earth that an A380, Airbus A380 would land here. The hill the hill would just make it gain way too much motion and speed. Guys, just bear with me one moment. Just got to reply to a few messages in the background. Yeah, Nicholas, good to see you. All right, so I think that is our main set of arrivals and departures for the next little while. We've got about 20-30 minutes, I believe, of not too much happening, unless there's some cheeky ones, as we mentioned, hiding around the back of the terminal. Let's have a quick little look on the flight radar, see what we've got going on. That's the thing with Sundays, you get to a point where you just have a big old kind of bout of nothing. Yeah, there's an A320neo EasyJet heading out to Amsterdam, which I think is the one we're looking at, or might be the one over there in the distance, which hasn't gone yet. So I'm interested to know what's happening with that one. But our next scheduled departure, 8:40 for the Aer Lingus ATR 72-600. And our next set of arrivals, yeah, next arrival isn't until 8:42. So we've got to that typical Bristol airport lull, unless there's anything that kind of creeps up on us that we aren't seeing. But I don't think we do have anything for the time being coming over. So we're coming up to our bit of a lull period now, which is what is quite common for Bristol airport on a Sunday. George asking, can a 777-300 land here? Once again, if it was super light, maybe a 300, maybe. I'm going to say no, though. A 200 variant, yeah. A 300, nah. I'd say. So, yeah, no, I would say that I'd say that it can't. It's not, the runway here at Bristol is only 2,000 meters in length, so it's not super long. So yeah, which is why we are hoping for the expansion to happen. Yeah, we're hoping for the expansion to happen, of course, and then yeah, we can then get some bigger planes coming and going. But hey, for the time being, ladies and gentlemen, come over and say hello to you. If you can see me, the sun is blazing down. I've tried to turn the camera to another position so that you can see me. Hopefully you can. I don't even know what it looks like. I can see myself a little bit. But good morning, everybody. Good to see you. Well, good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are tuning in from. It's been a pleasure to host you here this morning during the live show. As mentioned, we are at the point now where Bristol kind of goes to sleep for about 20 minutes, half an hour. We don't usually have this on our Saturday shows. I didn't come out yesterday because I had a few other little family things that I needed to do, and we're on a family day out. So I pushed out today's stream to... pushed out yesterday's stream to today, and also there were quite a few streamers streaming yesterday morning all at the same time, and we all kind of streamed to the same audience. So I thought it was a little bit overkill to have like 5 people all start streaming at the same time and all stream to kind of pretty much the same audience. So I was like, you know what, I'll push it out and we'll come out and do a Sunday morning live stream. But yes, we do of course, we're at the point now where we do have a little lull, so I'll probably put like a little poll or something up in the chat, keep you guys entertained a little bit, keep us entertained in the chat as well, keep us talking. But yeah, anyway, of course we talk quite a lot about the airport expansion. About the airport expansion. Of course, the runway at the moment, I've spoken about this quite a lot, but the runway at the moment is of course just a little bit over 2,000 meters in length, and the idea and the want is to expand it by a couple of hundred extra meters, so that the likes of the Airbus A350-900, the Boeing 787-9er, variants will land. We are able to cater here at Bristol for the 787-800 variant of the Dreamliner. TUI used to fly their Dreamliners into Bristol during the summer season and will do direct flights from Bristol to Florida, I believe it was the information that I got from quite a few people. So yeah, we are hoping at some point in the near future, ow, whatever that sharp thing was in my pocket, just went straight into my finger, that was cool. Yeah, we are hoping for that airport expansion to happen, and then of course, yeah, we can then hopefully welcome the likes of the A350-900s. It'd be very cool if we can get like the likes of Singapore, Cathay Pacific, and even Qantas. If Qantas get A350-900s, Qantas I don't think will ever fly over to Bristol. Who knows? Who knows? There is actually quite a lot of Australians that do come in and visit the Somerset and the Wiltshire area, but a lot of Americans come to the Somerset and the Wiltshire area, especially heading into Bath as well, of course, to go and see all of the Roman history there. So, but yeah, who knows? We might get some United airline flights, might get some Delta as well, which would be cool. But yeah, the idea is to extend it by a few hundred meters. So like the view that you guys will see right now, you'll see it in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen when I zoom out. But the view that you guys see right now is where I'm currently standing. So all of these right in front of you are the landing lights. The main landing lights anyway. Let me come over to this screen. The main landing lights anyway. So all of this will essentially be tarmacked. It might even come out a little bit further. It might come out to where I'm standing, and then behind us, behind us, those landing lights will end up going down into the commons. So that's what everyone is protesting against at the moment. Well, not just that particular part, of course, you know. Extending the runway means bigger planes, means more flights coming and going, means more noise, means more traffic on the local roads. As we all know, and as I do agree, Bristol Airport is not in the best location. Through the history of the airport itself, I knew that it was there was a bid put in for it to be in another location, but then that never went through and it ended up being built here. So it's not in the best of locations. It's very rural, that's for sure. So the roads aren't great leading up to the airport itself, which is a shame. But yeah, so hopefully when that airport expansion goes through, bring the runway out, expand it, get some bigger planes coming and going, more people coming in, of course. As I have said, and I've had conversations, because I've had some of the protesters come up to me, which is quite funny, because they set up their little barricades and stuff here to showcase what it is. And they were in the local news a couple of weeks ago. Their sign's now gone. It's blown over the fence, which is quite funny. They were in the local news a couple of months ago, because, yeah, obviously they set up their protest with the barricades to show how much land is going to be taken away from the common. But they came up and had a good chat. Well, some of them did anyway. Yeah, we had a good chat about it, and you know, they raised their concerns. I then gave them a couple of comments back, and I was like, any airport expansion is a good thing in my book, because it creates more jobs, it creates more opportunities for more people, it creates more money for the local economy. Tourism is huge in Somerset and Wiltshire, especially taking those people down into Bath. And of course, it opens up people to get down south as well, down to Cornwall. I know that Newquay has an airport. It's not the busiest of airports. I know Exeter has an airport, which is down south as well. They're not super busy either. But, you know, an airport expansion is only a good thing in my book. I appreciate noise and other things, but, you know, the lady who runs the protest lives in that house up there, which is quite funny. I've had a few interactions with her. And where I used to stream from, Dan, is actually quite close to her house, but there's all of the hedgerow now is like so overgrown, it's almost like this, and there's like a mud mound that you stand on to well, that used to be one of the best views, but now this hedgerow's grown up. You're basically just like looking through the hedge, so this is like the next best spot. But anyway, I've had a few good interactions with her. She's actually become quite kind to me now, which is quite nice. The first time I interacted with her, she didn't take too kindly to me for some reason, but I think when she realized that she wasn't going to win, when she realized she wasn't going to win me over to her side, I think she turned her back on me and kind of walked away, and I was like, okay. But we've had a few more interactions since then, and so yeah, she's actually become quite friendly, and we've had some good chats about it. But anyway, in my book, as I've said, it can only be a good thing in my book. It can only be a good thing in my book. So yeah, just gonna catch up in the chat with you guys as well.
It's the age-old argument, isn't
It is.
it? It's, yeah, you live there.
Yeah. Exactly right. Exactly right. And I kind of think to myself, I'm like, how long have you lived there for? And all the other people around here as well. I'm like, how long have you lived there for? You recently moved in. Yeah, you know, you kind of know what happens when you buy a house near an airport. Yeah. Just catching up in the chat with you guys real quick as well, because it had a little moment where it froze again. George Patterson saying, I like your hoodie. Thanks, George. Sky Squad TV merch. You can buy it if you wish. SkySquadTV.com. Global merchandise store. You can get all your Sky Squad TV merchandise from there. Scotty's in the chat. New Zealand has the best pies. They do. There's no other country in the world that does pies like New Zealand does. Man, I miss those pies. Gosh. Cool the amber. Yeah. There was like a... Look, there's even like a... You probably can't see it, but... I don't know what it was. There's like something really sharp in my pocket. So yeah, there we go. Mike NZ1 saying, sorry if I've missed it, Sean. Is there a rough idea of timelines for the extension? 2027, like there's no set date, but 2027 is when they hope to start, if it all goes through, 2027 is when they hope to start having the runway extension being done, is what I've been told. Now, of course, those plans can change. I haven't been across any of the latest updates or anything just yet. But 2027 was the last I heard about when they hope to have the runway extension being started. I don't know when they hope to have it finished. I would imagine quite soon afterwards, of course, because it's not a massive amount of an extension, really, to the runway. Of course, you know, they have to, you know, take all the earth out and do all the bits and pieces that they need to do, move the landing lights, do all of that gear. So there's a lot involved. But yeah, I don't 100% have a set date for you there on that one, Mike. So yeah. Michelle there, yeah, coming in with some good information. They need to do the roads first. Well, yeah, the roads, being completely honest with you, the roads is probably going to be the biggest challenge, if I'm honest, because the roads leading up to and surrounding Bristol Airport really aren't great. They're pretty much all of them are country roads. You've got the main road that runs straight down here, well, straight that way really, but the vast majority of them are country roads, so they're going to take quite a decent bit of work to get them where they need to be. But I know one of the major things that Bristol Airport have said that they will do is to try and reduce the amount of cars coming to the airport, is to increase the bus services to and from the airport, which I know most people don't want to be getting a bus. And for those people who depart, so like the very first departure this morning from Bristol was at 5:45 a.m. So is my question to Bristol Airport, is that bus service 24 hours? Because the very last arrival in to Bristol Airport is at 4:30 in the morning. So it's like, is that bus service literally going to be running 24/7? If so, awesome. So yeah, that's my question to them, really. So yeah, but yeah, they definitely need to do the roads. They definitely need to do the roads and other things first. But yeah, Ipso saying plan submitted in March. This is in reply to Mike. Initial decision may come before the end of the year, but there will be appeals, legal challenges, etc. I'm sure. So yeah, true. Waters is there in the chat. Good morning, Waters. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Jumper calling saying, do you want to take a chainsaw to the bushes? Maybe late at night, in the depths of the night when no one sees me out here cutting the bushes down. So they can't blame it on me. It wasn't me, guys. No one saw me. Braxton Fear, is it a runway expansion or another runway? Just an expansion to the runway. There's not enough ground here to build. Well, actually, there probably is, to be fair. But there's not enough ground really to build another runway that can safely have like 2 runways active at the same time. It also doesn't need it, if I'm honest. The terminal building is in no way, shape or form big enough. I know then part of the expansion is to then significantly expand the airport terminal itself, have a whole new building further up. So where the current remote stands are and where all the planes currently kind of park up in a circle, and all of that will be all of that will be moved, and then that will become a new terminal building, and that will have bridges and stuff that head off to it as well. Enough parking spaces for about 10 planes, I believe it was, around that particular part of the terminal. So that'll be really cool to see. And then they're going to be building a underground bridge, is one of the things I've heard. An underground bridge that runs the entire length of the current terminal up to the new terminal building, an underground bridge so that people can get underneath, obviously, and walk along to the gates in the other terminal, significantly reducing the footfall through the main terminal building. You know, open up more opportunities for retail and restaurants and other shops and that to go in there. I can only imagine that would be the case. So yeah, so that would be pretty cool, having the bridge that goes underground to connect you from the current to the new terminal as well. But yeah, just an expansion of the current runway by a couple of 100 meters. Yeah. Mark Abraham, good morning. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Kevin, good to see you. Tuning in from Shanghai. Rain expected, just touching 30 degrees. Wowzers. Can you send that over here, mate? Not the rain, the heat. Although, you know, everybody knows with the current heat wave at the moment, we do need some rain over here in the UK. So yeah, exciting times really, I'd say, for Bristol Airport with the expansion. Exciting times. As I've said quite a few times, it can only be a good thing. It can only be a good thing. But Braxton Fear, good to see you again, buddy. Hope you're well. Are you up at the tower? Or are you not at the tower today? I can't see anyone up at the tower. Mate, do it. Go on. Yeah, please do. Yeah, please do.
No, that's great interaction today.
Yeah, cool.
Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, nice. If you have any other questions,
Yeah, sure.
just send me a text or something, and I can send you like a voice message or a video. But yeah, basically, that's the setup. But obviously, you know, it takes a decent amount of time to kind of get it all set up, troubleshoot it all. But for the most part, you know, if you keep it simple, then it's going to work for you. But yeah, the behind the scenes is just a little extra thing that I like doing, because yeah, there's people that like seeing the setup and what goes into it and other things, and the pack down and that as well.
That's engaging, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gets people sort of involved.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, if you're keen for it, like the biggest hurdle, the biggest hurdle I'd say is more the actual like investment of the gear, really. Guys, just give me one moment. It's going to get you a bit of a better shot. I'm just going to say bye to Dan behind the scenes, who's been hanging out this morning. Our friend that came and joined us all the way from Wales. Drove like an hour this morning to come and hang out with us. So yeah, just give me one moment. I'll say goodbye to Dan and then we'll come back over. But yeah, the biggest investment of it all, mate, honestly, is the equipment and then the time. You know, the time it takes to come out and do it. So, which is why, yeah, I come out more so early in the mornings, because that kind of works for me. And Bristol Airport's quite busy at this time in the morning, not so much now, but usually come out on a Saturday morning, because then at this point you get quite a few more arrivals coming in. So yeah, adds like a nice little bit to it. But yeah, it's just all about, you know, getting the gear, but starting small and then building yourself upwards as well. There's there's a lot of people I know that have gone big and hard straight away, and then it hasn't quite worked out for them, and then they're just kind of left with all this gear or whatever. But yeah, start small, start with what you know you can achieve, and work your way from there, really. So yeah. But yeah,
That's great.
but yeah, just send me a message, whatever. I'll reply. Come and hang out with me as much as you want, if you want. But yeah, man.
Yeah, wicked.
Yeah, cool.
If you're in Cardiff or stuff.
Yeah. I definitely want to get to Cardiff, eh? Yeah, I definitely want to get to Cardiff,
Especially on the match days as well, when you got quite a lot of influx.
Yeah, okay.
As well.
Yeah, cool.
So
Yeah, nice.
worth remembering.
Yeah, sweet.
And hopefully Cardiff will start picking up a bit.
Yeah, let's hope so, eh?
Let's hope so.
Yeah,
Sounds
let's
really
hope so, man. Yeah,
good. I guess some
it
decent
should be cool.
coverage.
Yeah. And then I'm definitely keeping eyes on whether the Qantas, the A350 Ultra long range comes back, because it was there for the engine testing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wanna see if it maybe comes back again, and I'll definitely be coming over to Cardiff for that, because it'd be cool to see that. So yeah.
Yeah, there's
Cool.
always something going on over there. But,
Yeah,
no,
true.
So
Yeah,
it's
cool,
always
man.
interesting. But
Nice.
thanks for today. I appreciate it.
No,
It's been a pleasure.
no worries at all. But yeah, just come and hang out
As and when.
anytime you want. But yeah, obviously I interact with all this and talk a lot and stuff like that. So, but yeah, if you've got any other questions and things, just send me a message, and yeah, I'm more than happy to chat tech and other things like that, planes, aviation, whatever. So yeah,
Perfect.
cool, man.
Yeah, thanks
All
very
right.
much, John. Appreciate it.
No worries at all.
Thank you.
Safe drive back home.
Absolutely.
Enjoy your sleep.
I certainly will.
Go get yourself a coffee as well, or something to help you sleep. I don't know.
No worries.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice one, Dan. All right, everybody. Thank you for that. Just wanted to say a goodbye to Dan there. He's heading back home. Big shout out to Dan again for coming out, driving all the way from Wales. Yeah, Mum, correct. Good on ya. That's a conversation for another time. Yeah, correct, Mum. Yeah, conversation for another time. But yeah, Dan, oh, here we go. EasyJet pushing back. Dan has been into the aviation industry for a little while. He has been training to become a pilot, but COVID unfortunately put a little bit of a stop to that. So yeah, is looking at getting back into it again, restarting it, but wants to also dabble a little bit within the streaming world. So yeah, pretty cool that he found our streams a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, wanted to come and hang out, see some of the stuff behind the scenes. So yeah, always good to be able to inspire other people to come in and start streaming and that as well. Dave Hughes, my daughter is on Ryanair from Malaga, landing soon. Hey, alrighty, we got ya. Yeah, landing in 10 minutes time, Dave. So yeah, we'll have that streamed live for you right here on Sky Squad TV. So thank you so much for letting us know. Andy 9322 is saying Bristol is my home city. I lived in Southmead. Did ya, mate? Good to see ya. Welcome in. But yeah, fair play to Dan. He's gonna go head back home and get some sleep. So finished working at midnight. And had a few hours of sleep and then came out this morning to Bristol Airport to do some plane spotting with me. So what a legend. All right, EasyJet Airbus A320-1 Neo been pushed back on the way out to Rhodes this morning. Andy 9322, good to see you. Davo, good morning. Just catching up in the chat, saying good morning, Sean, Supermods, and everyone. Awesome to see you all, mate. Good to see ya. Good to see you, Davo. Hope you're doing well. Andy saying, my first day on this YouTube channel. Good on you, mate. Good to see you. Welcome in to Sky Squad TV. Hope you are doing incredibly well. It's a pleasure to have you. My name is Sean, your host here on the channel. Lovely to see you. But once again, everybody, just going to come back over here before we check out our next departure, Airbus A320-1 Neo. So good to have you all here. We stream today. If you're new to the channel, my name is Sean, your host here on the channel. We stream up until anywhere between 9 and 9:30 a.m. this morning. Of course, very much dependent. We usually come out and stream on a Saturday morning, but we're out here today on a Sunday morning doing a live stream from Bristol Airport. And yes, Saturday mornings are a touch busier. Sunday morning, as you just seen, we had that bit of a lull period. So it's good to have a conversation about the airport expansion. But we had that little bit of a lull period of no arrivals and or departures. But now we've got a couple for you guys. So we'll see how many we've got over the next little while. But yeah, we usually finish up at about 9:30. We do have our next arrival coming in, which probably most likely is going to be our Ryanair 737 on the approach. Dave Hughes' daughter is on board. Francis said we can see how loud the A321 Neo will be. Yeah, the A321 Neo, no, sorry, the approaching plane is the EasyJet A320 from Faro. The A321neos, and any of the neos actually for that fact, aren't as loud, of course, as the 737s. They're nowhere near as loud as the 737s. Of course, those engines are nice, and Aer Lingus being pushed back as well. Engines are nice and efficient, of course, not as loud. Still a little bit too far out in the distance for us, that EasyJet A320. So we'll spin back around. Can we get eyes on... Where's our Aer Lingus ATR? There it is there. Our T-tail turboprop. Both engines powered up already on the ATR 72. On the pushback. Do the planes go to Cyprus from Bristol Airport? Cyprus. Do you know what? I don't think they do, Andy. I don't think they do go to Cyprus from Bristol, to be honest with you. Now, I could be wrong on that information. My geography of where some of these airports are actually based is sometimes not the best, but I want to say no, to be honest with you. I don't think there's any flights that go to Cyprus. Could be wrong. My mods will let me know very soon. Here we go. Yeah, I was wrong. Ipso saying yes. Larnaca. Yeah, there you go. You guys know me. My geography is not great. So yeah, Larnaca, Cyprus. Wow, I can already hear this Airbus A320 EasyJet coming in. Reese and Pigs in Pyjamas saying yes, they do. There you go. Thank you, guys. Larnaca. Don't know where I was thinking that Larnaca was, but I definitely wasn't thinking Cyprus. And Paphos. Is Paphos in Cyprus as well, is it? You guys know me. My European geography is terrible. Beautiful arrival there from the EasyJet A320. Coming in from Faro this morning into Bristol Airport. Larnaca and Paphos. Don't know why I thought Paphos was in Greece. You guys know me. My geography is horrendous. My geography is horrendous. Michelle saying, as long as you know what direction roughly places are, eh, Sky Squad TV. Yeah, you know it. You're so good. But good on ya, Reese, Pigs in Pyjamas, and Francis and Ibso as well, letting us know. Honestly, my European geography is horrendous. Hey, I'll blame that on living over in the Southern Hemisphere for a decade. Oh, looks like our private jet's picking up on radar as well. Beautiful. A Ryanair Boeing 737 is our next arrival coming in from Malaga. Here we go. We'll get eyes on that when it gets a little bit closer for us. EasyJet holding short there, waiting to be given a gate to taxi into by the looks of it. Leighton, good to see you. Morning, Sean. Enjoyed the last few streams of you from Bristol. Sun's still with us, but getting cooler now in mornings and nights. Good views there again today. Good morning, Leighton. Good to see you. Surely is, mate. Nice to have the sun back with us again for another weekend. But as you say, getting cooler and the mornings are getting darker as well. Sun rising later in the morning there. What's happening with this EasyJet A320? Ground crew cars coming out. Sounds like we've got an engine spool up as well. Here we go, A320 on the move. We are eyes on our approaching Ryanair. Hannah saying, hey Sean, you learn something new every day. Correct. I also learnt today, on today's live stream, that the furthest international flight you can get from Bristol is Cape Verde. 5 hours and 45 minutes. Lots of EasyJet. Yeah, surely is, Telly. Welcome to Bristol Airport. dominated by EasyJet, Ryanair, Jet2 and TUI. Francis saying, yeah, Google to double check Paphos is in Cyprus. Yeah, for some reason, it sounds like a Greek place. Reese, always enjoy your streams at Bristol as it's the airport I fly from when going on holiday. Watching the aircraft before I take the dog for a walk. Good on you, mate. Daryl, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Morning, Sean and Mods. Evening from New Zealand. Loving the stream, mate. Always an honour to support your channel. Mike at Enzo One Aviation and Kevin from Wellington Flights Live. Great streams as well, mate. Mike and Kevin, great friends of mine too. Mike, I believe, is still here in the chat with us this evening, unless he's gone to sleep. But Mike and Kev, of course, very good friends of mine from New Zealand. No worries, Andy. Here we go. Ryanair, Baron 737 coming in from Malaga. Dave, are you still there in the chat? Was it Dave? A little bit of wind playing a bit of havoc on the arrival there. Playing a little bit of havoc with myself as well, to be fair, with the camera. Here we go. Ryanair coming in from Malaga, planting it down. Beautiful landing, to be fair. Keeping it well and truly centred. The Boeing 737 coming in from Malaga. Yeah, might say in the chat still. Good to see ya. Dave, good on ya. There it is, mate. Daughter arriving back into Bristol from Malaga. Hey, Dave, are you meant to be at the airport picking her up? If you don't live close by, maybe time to jump in the car and make your way over, mate. Because here she is, she's back. Singapore Boeing 747 is flying over, but I've got no visual of it. Sitting pretty, 37,000 feet. I've got no visual though. Ryanair Boeing 737 in the door from Malaga this morning. Dave, there you go. Your daughter has arrived. Time to get in the car, mate. Unless you're making her get the bus home. Or walk. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to Sky Squad TV. Hey, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Ladies and gents, please. Dave saying, no, I'm in bed. Fair play, mate. Good on you. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please do hit the like button on today's live stream. We're so close to blasting through 200 likes. If you are enjoying today's show, please do hit the like button. If you're enjoying the views and the sounds of our reverse ops show, then of course, please smash that like button. Free way for you lovely people to support the channel and helps push this out to even more new people to come and join us this morning here on Sky Squad TV, live from our home base at Bristol Airport. Oh, guys, I think I've got a visual of the Singapore 747 really quickly. Oh, I don't know if I'm actually going to see it in the viewfinder. Nah, it's gone. It's gone. It went too far. I saw it for 1 second. Here we go. EasyJet A321neo rolling down runway 09 this morning. I caught a glimpse of it for like a couple of seconds and then it was out. Singapore cargo. Keeping the landing gear down. Landing gear still down on the A321neo. Those brakes must be hot. Landing gear still down. Wow, they must be hot. Brakes must be hot. Landing gear still down. Well and truly departed quite a while ago now, and that landing gear still down. That's unusual. That is very unusual for the A321neo. Is there an issue there? Because even if those brakes were hot, that landing gear would have gone up by now. The cockpit is probably screaming, landing gear, landing gear, landing gear, landing gear. All right, we're keeping eyes on. I reckon this guy's coming back. I reckon this guy's coming back. There's no way. There's no way that is an issue-free. Oh, there it is. Okay, fair play. Wow. They kept that down for quite a while there. That landing gear must have been hot. Okay, kept it down for quite a while for us there. A321neo. NZ1 Aviation saying gear can also be left down if one of the brakes is deactivated. It allows time for the wheels to stop spinning before retraction. Good on you, Mike. Awesome information. See, I thought it was purely just because of the fact that the brakes maybe would have been too hot. But yeah, makes sense, I suppose, there with the with if the wheels have not stopped spinning. Next departure, Aer Lingus ATR 72600. Rolling down runway 09 as we speak right now. Say goodbye to our A321neo. Mike, thanks for the info. I can only imagine that little computerized voice inside of the cockpit going, landing gear, landing gear, landing gear, landing gear. Aer Lingus ATR 72600 on the way out. Mike, if that was the case, it took a long time for that wheel to stop the rotation though, eh? ATR 72600 from Aer Lingus blasting out the door off to Dublin this morning. Sharon Chapman, good to see ya. Frankie's favourite is the Aer Lingus ATR 72600. So good. That's one of my favourites as well, Frankie. So good on you, mate. Sharon Chapman, good morning. Good to see ya. Beautiful departure. This guy should start banking left very soon. Michelle, correct. When I had the time to put into playing Microsoft Flight Sim, yeah, there were a couple of times where I would also forget to retract the landing gear after takeoff, and the computerized voice on the Microsoft Flight Sim game was annoying enough. So in real life, gosh, yeah. But you know, that's the idea of it. You know, it's meant to be a like annoying, invasive voice and invasive tone to really draw your attention to what's going on. Yeah, Davo, if you get the opportunity, definitely get yourself over to Spotterfest. I'd love to go myself as well. Maybe one year, definitely got to make it happen, eh? But yeah, I'd love to go myself as well. Beautiful Aer Lingus ATR 72600 heading out to Dublin this morning. We're going to track this guy out for as long as we can. A320 Neo pinging up on radar as one of our next departures out of Bristol here. Hannah saying the Aer Lingus has just gone over us at home. Awesome. There you go. How good. I hope that you guys got a good view of it. Hannah and Frankie, are you going to keep the next rooftop spotting event on your radar, the one in September? It's the last one for the summer season. I'll be sure to do like a good announcement post and that for it. But yeah, keep it on your radar. Come up to the rooftop. £10 for an adult, and children under 16 go free. But yeah, come up to it. It'll be great to see you, and I know Frankie and yourself will have a great time. Oh, Aer Lingus ATR 72600 sitting pretty at 6,000 feet there. Marcel's in the chat. Good to see you, Marcel. Hope you're doing well. Hannah, yeah, would love that. Yeah, cool. Hannah, yeah, stay close to the Bristol Facebook plane spotting group, and they will let us know when the next event will be. The next one and the last one for this year is in September. I'll also do a post as mentioned to let everybody know as well. But yeah, £10 an adult, children under 16 go free, up on the rooftop of the Lulsgate House building. The next event is this Wednesday evening. That event is sold out already, but I'll be streaming from there so you can tune in and see what the views are like. But it's an awesome event. You get to be pretty much like right actually like in the airport itself, really, with the building that they use, which is really cool. In the airfield, sorry, not the airport, the airfield. £7,500 feet for the Aer Lingus ATR. The visibility today is unbelievable. Like, the fact that we're able to keep this in shot for as long as we have been able to is mad. There we go. I'm going to lose it behind that hedgerow just a little bit there. So I'll zoom you guys back out, spin you back around. We do have a plane overhead. Once again, though, not a massive amount of moisture up in the air, so finding it hard to track them. But we do have our A320 Neo that's been pushed back, which is going to be our next departure out of Bristol Airport here. I'll definitely be keeping a lookout for your posts. I'd love that. Yeah, good on ya. Hannah, I've got you on Discord as well, eh? You've messaged me on Discord before too, I think. So yeah, I'll keep you, or I'll send a message via this Discord channel as well. Just bear with me for one moment, guys. Just going to put a battery on the behind the scenes phone before it dies. And also get another battery out for my phone device as well. I want to keep the behind the scenes going. For those of you in the live chat of the main stream who are also watching the behind the scenes, what do you think to it? Do you like the new angle? You've been enjoying the slightly new angle that I've got for the behind the scenes live stream today? Do you not like it? Should I put it back to where it was before? Let me know. Need to get it plugged in on charge before it dies. That one should be powerful enough to charge that. Let's see. I also just realised I'm probably standing right in the way of... Cool. That's charging. I also need to see. I need to watch this back to see if my data tags have been working in the top right hand corner of your screen. Don't 100% know if they've actually been triggering today. Quick, plug me in, mate. It was getting to the point. It was on red. My my actual phone, my iPhone and my other phone's on red as well. So in dire need of putting all technology on charge right now. In dire need of putting all technology on charge. All of that gear can go over there. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're waiting for this EasyJet A320 Neo that has just begun its taxi as Sean is about to take his glasses off and put his sunnies on, which I should have done quite a few hours ago, to be honest with you. But I will put my sunnies on because otherwise I can't see anything. Davo saying the new angle is great. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody walking their dogs and that as well. Yeah, you get to see like a good glimpse of everyday life behind me, I suppose. I just need to bring a bit of a better clamp. It's not the most sturdiest of clamps. Yeah, cool, Hannah. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind, eh? James quickly opens the BTS stream on the other screen. Ipso saying, I like the BTS where it is today. Okay, cool. Awesome. Paul Fisher, good morning. Good to see you. Saying, I can see a Ryanair heading into land from my house. Surely can. Got eyes on. Got eyes on our approaching Ryanair. We will zoom into it in just a moment. This is the lights on days like today when it's this clear can sometimes blow out the focus, but we'll keep that as our shot for the time being. Ryanair on the approach coming in from Poland. And then we'll have an A320 Neo going to be on the way out off to Amsterdam, EasyJet. And we will, excuse me, and we will then double check what is happening with Flight Radar, what our arrivals and departures is and are. And we shall make a decision whether we continue or whether there's a decent bit of a break again. That means we'll call it a day. But we shall see after this arrival from Ryanair and then the departure from the wonderful EasyJet. Wow, you guys must be liking the behind the scenes. 51 likes on the behind the scenes stream. Wow. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Interaction is good on the behind the scenes stream today. Kevin, I have to say thank you and goodbye. Thanks to the stream and see you at the next one. Thanks, Sean, mods and fellow watchers. Kevin, you're so welcome. Thank you for being here today, my friend. Really do appreciate it. Means a lot. Ryanair bringing it down beautifully, coming in from Poland this morning. Lovely loud reverse thrust arrival there from a Ryanair. Could actually make a small adjustment to it, to be honest with you. I'm just checking out the behind the scenes on my phone. Checking out what the angle looks like. Lots of 737s, love it, yeah. Here at Bristol Telly is A320s, 737s. Yeah, A320s, 737s, A321s. And then you get the odd private jet, which is on the south side. There was a private jet that pinged up on radar earlier. I'm not sure if it's still up. They may have just been moving it. But yeah, very heavily 737, 320s and 321s here at Bristol. The same for quite a few of the slightly smaller UK-based airports. So Luton, Stansted. Of course, Stansted does get some heavies. But yeah, very dominant force is the 737s. 320s and the 321s as well. A320 Neo EasyJet lined up on a runway 09 reverse ops as we speak. Going to be heading out to Amsterdam this morning. Power set in just a moment. They're going to be rolling down for our reverse ops departure. Oh, yeah, Marcel. Yeah, true. And the E190s from KLM. Yeah. And also the ATR, of course, from Aer Lingus, Logan Air. Logan Air also bring their Embraers over as well. But yeah, the KLM E195. Here we go, here's your A320neo. Early rotation for the 320neo heading out to Amsterdam this morning. Beautiful. Gorgeous views, gorgeous noise coming over. Sam, good to see you, mate. Morning, evening, Sean, mods and all. How's the plane spotting going? Very well, buddy. Ipso, some folks often get Amsterdamaged. So good. So good, Ipso. I love it. Francis asking, can the KLM Embraer E2 land at Bristol? Surely. Mate, if the A321neos can, I'm sure, by all means, I'm sure that the Embraer E2 can land. I'd be very surprised if it struggles. Surely. Mike, my good friend Mike, aka NZ1 Aviation, saying I'm out the door, mate. Been a pleasure spending time with you tonight. Talk soon, my friend. Yeah, we surely will. And Mike, just before you go, don't go anywhere yet, buddy. I'll just bring up your very generous one gifted Sky Squad TV membership right there. Good on you, my friend. Thank you so much for dropping that in. That's incredible support. And it looks like you managed to get Davo with that as well. So awesome stuff, Mike. Thank you so much, buddy. Really do appreciate you dropping that in for us. Incredible support there, my friend. Adam Blake, good to see you. Good morning. But Mike, sleep well, buddy. We'll yeah, I'll reply to your messages on the way home. And yeah, we'll catch up again soon, eh? Love to yourself and to Katie. Adam saying 787 Dreamliners can land at Bristol along with the 757s. Correct. They can, but of course the 787-800 variant is the only one at the moment that is easily able to land at Bristol Airport. Of course, TUI does from time to time fly their Boeing 787-800 variant into Bristol. Not all the time, but from time to time they do. But yeah, Francis, surely, eh? Surely. If the A320neo can land, if the A320neo can land and the A321 can land, then surely the Embraer E2 can land. Okay, so our next departure, all going well, should be a Ryanair Boeing 737, which I believe is going to be the one in the back of your picture there, which is going to be heading out to Malaga. Our next arrival, Barcelona Baby Bus A319. Is coming in very soon. There was a private jet that was meant to be landing into Bristol from Malta, but has been diverted to LBG. Interesting. Okay. So our next arrival is our A319 Baby Bus coming in from Barcelona, just lining up onto finals now as we speak, followed by a Ryanair 737. So we'll be finishing up proceedings today at around about 9:30, I would imagine. with those 2 arrivals coming in. And then we should have another Ryanair departure going out as well for you lovely people. Momo, good to see you. I hope you are doing well. Ipso coming in there with some awesome information. The E2 can get into Bristol. It goes into London City, which means it can get into pretty much anywhere. There we go. Ipso, good on you. Thanks for the information, buddy. Appreciate it. That's what I thought. Because, yeah, I was... After reading France's good comment there, I was thinking to myself, is the E2 the one that lands into London City? Because if it lands into London City, as you say, it can definitely land into Bristol. It can land anywhere. London City is one heck of an airport. Ipso, just seen your message in the mod stat. Did it really? It had red and grey seats, the Malta Air. Interesting, because, yeah, as I've said a few times, when I've had a look at the planes, yeah, it looks as if, like, the seats are near enough exactly the same as the ones that are in all of the other Ryanair planes. So, hey, I could be wrong on that as well. But, yeah, maybe it was just a particular picture that I saw on Google or as the first thing that popped up. So I took that as, like, the truth. All right, here we go. Going to get eyes on our next arrival, which is our baby bus, EasyJet A319 coming in from Barcelona, followed by the Ryanair Boeing 737 that is on arrival in from Tenerife. And we should have a departing Ryanair 737 as well, which will most likely be our last plane, unless it doesn't pop up in the next few minutes. And then we'll call it a day here at Bristol. But thank you once again, everybody, for helping us blast through 200 likes on today's live stream on the main stream over here, and loving the interaction, and also for letting me know that you guys are enjoying the behind the scenes live stream as well. So thank you for hitting the like button on there too. Incredible support on that one as well. Great to have so many of you getting involved in the behind the scenes streams as well. But thank you for blasting us through 200 likes. Can we keep it going? Can we get to 250 likes before we finish up? Here we go, EasyJet Airbus A319 coming in. Alan Lee, good morning. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Pleasure is all mine. I host you here this morning, my friend, as we check out our Airbus A319 111 variant. Yeah, love the 111 variant because, of course, it's got the for the reverse thrust, it's got the paddles that open up from the sides of the engine. Hey, Kevin, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Beautiful arrival from my Airbus A319 coming in from Barcelona this morning. Craft by P1 is saying that I subscribed. Good on you, mate. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you hitting the subscribe button here on Sky Squad TV in our live streams. But Kev, good to see you. Good to see you. Good morning, good evening to you. Pleasure's all mine to host you this morning, Kev, this evening for you. Hope you're well. Kev, amazing show today from the windy Wellington Airport. Very, very windy airport, eh? Very windy. I'll have to go back and watch the replay. I watched, of course, I was chatting there for the first little while of the stream, and then I went into a bit of lurkers mode later on into the evening. But Kev, yeah, we will definitely catch up on the replay of that stream because it looked fantastic. So good effort and good on you, mate. Well done. EasyJet Airbus A319 just arrived in from Barcelona. Do you love the A319, the baby bus? A little bit of wind coming from that side, pushing a little bit of the noise over to me. I can hear it to my ear. You probably can't hear it through the microphone, but I can hear it to my ear here now. Good on you, Telly. Pretty windy in Christchurch today too. It always makes for interesting watching. Yeah, good on ya. Francis asking, do Loganair fly their E145 to London City? Good question, mate. I'm gonna say no to that one. I know with Loganair, their London City service is predominantly serviced by their ATR. Never say never. Maybe they have flown it to London City a few times before, but yeah, I'm going to say no, to be fair. Oh yeah, Ipso's come in there with his message as well, saying the same. I'm of the same understanding as Ipso. I think that they just service London City with their ATR. Could be wrong on that, but yeah, from what I know, it's just their ATR service. Would be cool to see their jet though, eh? Their T-tail jet that we see here at Bristol. Yeah, Francis, correct. Just seeing your comment there in reply to Ipso. Brick Journey saying, hello, Sean. Hope you're doing well, mate. AKA used to be called Lego Flights, mate. Good on ya. Doing very well at this end. Hope you are too. Lovely to see ya. Yeah, Francis, no worries. Great question. It's so crazy. I don't think you guys will be able to hear it through the microphone because it's too far away. But to the human ear out here, with the way that the wind's going, when those planes are on approach, it's pushing the noise of them on the approach over to me at the common. Lovely arrival there from the Ryanair Boeing 737 coming in from Tenerife. Marcel saying, normally they do, but I think they did bring the E145 once this month as a replacement on Amir's stream. Yeah, okay, cool. Amir, aka Rank Up Aviation. Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. But yeah, they do predominantly fly the ATR though, eh? But yeah, Brick Journey's good to see her. But yeah, I do agree with everybody's comments there in the chat about Kev's wonderful live stream from Wellington. I need to go back and watch the catch-up. That might be my viewing this evening. Can faintly hear it, can ya? Okay, good on ya. Sheesh. Fair play, because that plane at that particular point is quite far away. Like, very far away from where I'm standing. Yeah, Marcel, good on you. Thanks for that information. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our Ryanair Boeing 737 that is meant to be heading out to Malaga has not popped up on radar. So this lovely Ryanair 737 that has just arrived unless the other one pushes back very soon, this 747 is going to be our last plane for today's live stream. I'm imagining, unless that other Ryanair 737 pushes back in the next minute or two. But I reckon that's going to be us for today with this arriving 737. We've got nothing else on the arrivals as of yet that's going to be coming very soon. Oh, actually, in saying that, we might have one more arrival for you. Yeah, we do. Coming in 3 minutes. All right, we'll make that one our last one. Got one more Ryanair arrival for you, lovely people. One more Ryanair arrival, and then we'll most likely call it a day after that arrival of the Ryanair coming in from a place name I cannot pronounce. Limoges. Yeah, unfortunately, we had a really nice looking private jet that was meant to come in at 9:22, Embraer Phenom 300, but it has been diverted, unfortunately, to LBG. The Loganair ATR 72-600 is delayed. So we've got one more arrival for you, lovely people, our Ryanair Boeing 737. Which will be coming in very soon. We just saw this lovely Ryanair 737 come in from Tenerife. Marcel, there you go. Limoges. How does that spell Limoges? I'm sorry. How does that spell Limoges? Limoges. Really? Limoges. There's no way on earth that's how that is pronounced. Marcel, I trust you. I really do. Limoges, you cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. Francis Way saying Limoges is the best French porcelain. Nah, there's no way that is pronounced Limoges. You are joking me. That is crazy. Limoges. Mad.
Morning, buddy, all right?
Yeah. Very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you.
Nice.
Bit hungover, but not too bad.
Yeah, fair play. All right, here we go. Our final arrival of today's live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in right now, Ryanair Boeing 737 coming in from Limoges. Can we blast through 230 likes before our Ryanair touches down here at Bristol Airport? What do you reckon, ladies and gentlemen? What do you reckon? Once again, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, and thank you so much for hitting the like button on today's live stream. Of course, it is a free way for you lovely people to support the channel. Marcel saying, I worked for Air France KLM. Not joking at all. Fair play. You never worried about Dutch spelling. Nope. Robert saying it's French. Their language is fancy. Limoges. 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 So good. Jumper saying, for those that haven't seen it yet, look for the Guardian article about Wellington, like a seagull and a stiff breeze, with quotes from Kevin. Yeah, that article was good, man. I saw that. All right, here we go. Final arrival of today's live stream coming in from Limoges. This morning into Bristol. A Ryanair Boeing 737. What do you reckon? Going to bring it down nice and heavy for us? No. A relatively easygoing landing for the Ryanair 737. How good. Yeah, Jumper, how good was that article that Kevin was a part of? Very, very cool. Always great to have any type of aviation live stream in mainstream media and news like that. So very, very cool. I read that. Big shout out to James, aka Zapad, for posting that article onto Kevin's Wellington Flights Live Facebook community group. It was great to read that. But yeah, always great to have any type of aviation live stream in mainstream media. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our last plane for today's live stream. Of course, I'll come over and do the proper outro for you in just a moment as we watch our Ryanair taxi to its gate. But once again, it's been an absolutely fun live stream from our home base of Bristol Airport. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. Absolutely awesome. Hannah and Frankie are out the door saying, great live. Thanks, Sean. We're off now. Have a great day, everyone. Yeah, you too, Hannah and Frankie. You too. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the sunshine. And we'll see you on the next one. Next live stream from us here at Sky Squad TV is going to be this coming Wednesday evening. I'm going to be joined by my mum. Pretty cool. And we'll be up at the rooftop of the Lowellsgate House building for the next Bristol Airport Plane Spotters event. Don't go anywhere just yet. I'll do my outro for you guys. And then if you wish to see the pack down, then head on over to the behind the scenes live stream as well. And you can see me pack all of this gear down. But for the time being, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much once again for tuning in on to today's live stream. I hope you have enjoyed the show. Hope you have enjoyed the sights and sounds from Bristol. Gorgeous day. The sun is out. I'm going to pack down really quick so that I can get back home to my lovely family and we can get out and make the most of this gorgeous blue sky day. No cloud in the sky whatsoever. So we need to go out and make the most of it, ladies and gentlemen. We need to go out and make the most of it. But massive shout out to our awesome super mods in no particular order. Their names are right there on the screen for you lovely people to see. Massive shout out to you. Big shout out to all of our captain tier members as well. This needs a little bit of an update. And of course, massive shout out, there's an EasyJet pushing back. How funny. Massive shout out to all of you guys that are also a part of the membership tier as well. It's been a fantastic morning here at Bristol. We do usually come out and do a Saturday morning, so there's a little bit more action for you regarding the arrivals and departures throughout the whole of today's throughout the whole of the stream. But we've had a blast here today. My name has been Sean, your host here on the live stream. Massive thank you to every single one of you that has gifted a membership, that has sent some jewels, that has done a super chat as well. Very much appreciated. All of that support and love goes straight back into the channel. If you have enjoyed today's live stream, please do hit the like button on your way out. Consider subscribing as well. Turn your notifications on so you can be notified of when we go live on Wednesday, this Wednesday, 26th of August, from the rooftop of the Lowellsgate House building for the August rooftop plane spotting event here at Bristol Airport. Come over and check out the behind the scenes live stream right here on Sky Squad TV so you can continue watching and continue joining in with the fun. But all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching. My name has been Sean, your host here on the live stream. Stay safe out there, enjoy plane spotting, spread some love in this crazy world that we live in, and I will see you lovely people on a Wednesday evening, 5:30 p.m. right here on Sky Squad TV. Cheers guys, stay safe, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Thank you everybody.